What you want, Tide? Come on, man. Come on, man. We represent with the yellow tonight, man. You know what time it is.
Come on, man. That's
What
I
is
mean,
it? What Shannon? KFC, OKC, KFC, UFC. Lakers in five.
late show and 5, man. And I just want to say we gonna get to Brian. We gonna get to Brian. But I don't even want to start with Brian tonight. I want to start somewhere different tonight, bro. And the reason I want to start somewhere different is because yeah, Brian played great. Brian definitely played great. But since what? Since Saturday, Friday, since Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Since the Lakers last played, we ain't heard nothing but KD ain't play. KD ain't play. KD ain't play. KD ain't play. KD this, KD that, KD this, KD that. And listen, it's not even no disrespect to KD. It's just that, and me and you talked about it. It's not no disrespect to KD. But if you watch the Lakers, play, and you watched Houston play, and you watched them play in their last series, their last two games, you should have knew that this was a possibility, that this might have been the outcome. And I ain't bringing in the bells yet. Obviously we got to win two more. Okay. I get it. But if you watch the Lakers and Rockets play in their last two games, you should have known that this was very possible to happen. What happened to KD tonight, whether you want to talk about the injury, whether you want to talk about whatever, what happened to KD tonight
Happened at least twice already this year.
happened the last two times that Houston and LA played. Which is why I want to start somewhere different tonight. I want to start with JJ Redick, man. We got to shout out to JJ Redick, man.
Shout out my
This
nigga
is,
JJ.
I don't know where this Lakers team goes. I don't know where they end up. I don't know how far they're able to take this thing. Obviously, some things got to fall into place. But what you've seen through the first two games of the playoffs is some of the best coaching I've seen on a Lakers team since Frank Vogel in the NBA championship when Bron and them won.
It's kind of weird because Brown always get young coaches like JJ, but this one is a little bit different than the Ty Lues and them.
This one
Just kind of on the
feels
simple fact
different,
of
bro.
he like the feel for the game. Like I know Ty Lue and them were former players too, but it's kind of like it's different. Anybody that's been keeping track of basketball, we all know how JJ Redick always have been as far as his IQ and the way he look at the game. So I feel like it's a lot different than guys like Kyle Lue and them. Like and Kyle Lue even not even too much different. Like we see what he did with the Clippers. Like Kyle Lue is a great coach. He's the one. It's the reason why Brown got it done with him. It's like it's not many that you get that's younger coaches like that. So when you pair him with Braun, I feel like that's a great combination, dangerous combination as far as what they see. Like Braun said in his first post game after last game, they asked him what they think, and he simply said, "I see something, but I'm not gonna let y'all know what it is." Like when I heard him say that, I'm like, "It's curtains." That's all I needed to hear.
Bro, this is one of the best. And like I said, I don't know where this Lakers team goes. I don't know. Obviously, some things got to fall into place. But what you've seen through the first two games of the playoffs is some of the best coaching that I've seen from a Lakers team in a long time.
I want to
And
hear what P got. I want to hear what P got to say. I'm gonna
I'm
let
gonna
you
let
finish
P
too,
go in a
Cole.
second.
But
I just
I
wanted to
wanted the
finish
next
what I was
step.
saying.
Go
The
ahead.
only reason I'm saying that is because First of all, we obviously, if you watch those Lakers and Houston games, you knew that this was going to be what they wanted to do with KD. Cool, but for everybody that said, "Oh, the team, man, the team might quit on this guy, man. The team might quit on this guy. He talked crazy about his players. He talked crazy about them in press conferences and this, that, and the third after the games. All of that. Does this look like a team full of guys that's ready to quit on their coach? This do not look like a team full of guys that's ready to quit on their team, quit on their coach. It would have been too easy for these guys to roll over, lay down, all that. Would have been too easy.
It's because a lot of players soft.
A lot of them
They
soft, bro.
don't. Coach called them out on something that they actually were doing wrong, and a lot of players or people they just I don't know. It's
They
not
seen it. They was like, bro,
the
they
accountability
supposed
don't
to
be
giving up on
there.
JJ, bro.
Yeah. And
They ain't do that, bro. They ain't give up on them.
if you a certain type of athlete and you've dealt with certain types of criticism from coaches, you know like that's not something that you should be hanging your head about with or your feelings hurt. You should be wanting to fix it. I wanted to ask y'all about what we seeing from Brown. Call me crazy. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's worse. But the way Brown, since he has had to been the one option these last 5 games, the way he reads the defense and the passes he's been making, only other person I see that consistently makes these passes is Jokic when he's out of the post. That's currently in the league right now. All the passes coming like they're not coming off the dribble. Like, a lot of them is coming off like posts when they trying to send help. Like when Jokic is getting in the post when they try to trap him and stuff. Like he doesn't make the wrong read. Like we see KD, he got trapped all night. He had 9 turnovers. The one time when LeBron and Ayton was killing that pick and roll with Segun and KD, they tried this in a trap one time. Cole, and what happened? Made a pass, made a cross court pass to the corner, and like it's a lot of guys that make great passes. P, I see you had made your face. I want to hear what you got to say about this whole thing. But as far as just watching it, it's like it's people that make the passes, but it's like as consistent as it happens with Bron. It's like it's not really too many guys I see that do that.
Coach.
Man,
I know you watched the game with like a coach tonight.
shout out to JJ Redick, bro. But this ain't even really about JJ, bro. You know who this is about, bro? This is about Luke Kennard, bro. This is about Luke Kennard, bro.
We've been knew he been a top shooter for a long time. I didn't know
No,
that he
no,
had more
no,
to it. I didn't know he had more to it. I didn't know he
no,
had all of this. I
no.
didn't.
Forget shooting. Bro, for y'all that don't know, I grew up with Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard been
Yeah.
my favorite player since I was a freshman in high school. And we was in high school at the same time. I've been saying bro was going to the league before people even knew about who bro was, bro. Bro averaged 22 a game as a freshman in high school, 30 as a sophomore, 36 as a junior, and 42 as a senior.
God damn.
He played in the SWBL. And then when he came to the city, nothing changed. 40, however you want it. He gave KD's old high school Montrose. Yeah. 53. Loud. Flying. He's been doing this. This is nothing new. People used to get on my head. He not gonna do nothing at Duke. He not gonna play at Duke. Coach K just recruiting him because he fed me. I said, bro, he gonna go to Duke and start. 2 and done at Duke. Whew. Boy, that boy played on the same team with Tatum and started. Bro, listen here, bro. Luke Kennard is so special at this game of basketball, bro. Like, bro used to play for LeBron James' AAU team, and now he's his second option. That's legendary. Hey, you talk about greatness. What? Hey, man, I'm just saying, bro. Shout out to JJ. Shout out to Luke. It's a lot of Duke that's going on in Los Angeles right now, and it's paying off. It's a lot of Duke in this playoffs that's performing. Hey, I'm just,
Hey, I will say, I've always liked Luke Kennard because he always shoot the laces up the ball. But that's the one thing I give him respect about because I like never tracked him that much. Like you said you grew up with him and everything, but I never knew he had like the playmaking
hey,
ability he had to the
listen,
three level
listen, bro,
scoring and everything.
listen. Get on YouTube, type in Luke Kennard who mixtape. Type in Luke Kennard ball his life. Go,
I've seen that. I've
go
seen
check,
that.
go check his J area's finest. Go check, go check his third. Listen, man. But more so, let's speak on this because Kobe, you got on my head about this. You know what I'm saying? You got on my head about this a little while, so I just kind of want to
I
speak on
know
it.
what he's talking about too.
28, 8, and 7.
He didn't do it in the regular season. That's all I was talking about.
28, 8, and 7.
I didn't say he couldn't do it though.
What did he do in the regular season? You want to talk about it? Tell me what
Hey,
he did.
you're a
Tell me,
very
tell me what he did.
you're
Because in regular season, I said 26, 8, and 8, right? Is that what I said?
Nah, he ain't had
yeah,
that. He had like 27 and 6.
it was 26 and 7.
In the regular
Yeah,
season?
26
Yes.
and 7.
How many assists?
6 or
7.
7.
20?
He averaged 20 points a game.
7.2, 6.1 rebounds, 20.9 points.
Hey,
As the
No,
third
no.
as the
I'm
hey,
not
third.
hearing that from you.
hey,
I'm not hearing that from you.
hey, hey,
The type of guy you are, you're the same guy
hey.
that when B tried to go 50, 40, 90, it was like 50,
Saying
40,
though,
89 or something like that. And you was like, that's not
just
50, 40,
saying
90.
though, hey
So,
B,
so 20, 26 and 7
Hey,
is not 27, 7,
I will
27,
say
8 and
though,
7.
hey,
how many third options this season gave us 27 and 6?
That's not the point. The point was
No, I
I
know
didn't
what you're
say
talking about. I know what you
yeah, I'm
said
I'm
saying
just saying,
I know what
bro,
you said.
I just said he
bro,
was gonna have to
hey,
take a
listen,
different
bro.
role, and he did.
He
The
Now,
ain't
real
that being
question,
said,
the real. That's
that
the
being
thing,
said,
though. He really didn't have a different role.
bro, come
He
on,
didn't.
bro.
He ain't really have a
Hey,
different
the
role,
man
bro.
literally said they put me on the shelf, bro.
No, no,
now
no.
now this is
No.
something we can talk about
That's
because that's
just
something that
Bron.
Cole did
That's just
say.
Bron being
Bro,
being
come on,
media
bro.
trained, bro.
Now
Bron,
And
this
I
is
know where
something
B about to go. Go ahead, hold on.
this is
Let B
something
go
we
where
can this is something we can talk about that Cole said because what you said
uh-huh.
because Braun didn't do
You
what you
said
said, P.
you
Like
about to
Braun didn't
say
say
I
what you said he did,
they
P.
carry him to a playoffs, right?
So this is what we do gotta talk about and gotta wait to see if it can happen. Cole said when we said Braun can still be that guy. Cole
Mm-hmm.
said Braun can still be that guy, but I don't think he can be that guy for a whole series or an entire playoff run.
I s-
It'll wear
but
him.
in their context, did I not say I don't think he can do it the whole season and then playoffs as well too? If this is the way that Braun is going to do that, Braun can continue to do that. What we also the conversation was also though, we was talking something about could he do it? Could he go all out or something like that for a
Yeah,
final
into the
playoff
tank.
run?
Into the tank
Yeah,
for a run.
you tank for a full run for a final playoff
So
run.
that's gonna be probably about if they're winning, it's gonna probably be that's gonna be about maybe what about between what like 20 games like
I think he can do this for a full playoff run, but they had him on the shelf the whole season. He was not doing
I ain't gonna
what
lie.
you
On the
usually see
shelf and playing 33 minutes is OD, bro.
bro.
I mean, we know
Them
what
was
Bron.
some
Man,
We know.
real
I
come
mean,
on,
we
bro.
see
There
what he
was
just
some
did the
real
first 2 games. He
relaxed
just gave us
start.
40. He just gave us 40 minutes the first 2 games.
I'm just
That's
saying,
No, and that's
letting
okay.
me
I
go
wasn't saying
be.
he couldn't do it, but what we can't act like is
bro.
what we can't act like is that those wasn't some real relaxed 33 minutes from Braun on some
It
nights.
Bro,
was. It
it
was.
wasn't, bro.
Them was not Braun
He made it
2017,
look relaxed.
He get to put his feet up because he had a
He
guy
made it
averaging
look
35, and then he
relaxed.
had another guy doing
That's
that.
how great he is. He made it look relaxed.
Bruh,
I feel
P.
like it's a mixture. He made it look like that, and he also was getting relaxed time though, because a guy
He was
averaging
getting a lot of
look
relaxed
look
time, bro.
look. He missed
But
the start
that's
of the
what I'm
season.
saying. That's what I'm saying, though. Like You got Luca, you got AR. They then came into who they are. Braun was like, I'm gonna just let them shine. His role ain't
And
really
that's what we saying. Like he
he
got to
just
relax.
his role ain't changed though. He just let them get off a little. He just said, you know what? Instead of being on the
That's a
ball,
role.
nah,
That's
nah,
a
nah.
role, bro.
Bro, it's not. Bron's game hasn't changed. Like it hasn't changed. He just let them had a pill a little bit more instead of
Bro.
playing.
I
So,
feel
Instead
so
of
like
this is
I
and
feel
this
like
is where I
I feel
disagree.
like that's relaxing because his game is still the same, but
Exactly.
that's not relaxing,
his usage percentage is way lower than what it normally is.
but that's expected.
That's what he's saying about relaxing compared to
No,
what it
but he
used to.
also has a better team.
Again,
Exactly.
P, we're not saying that he doesn't. None of everything you're saying is true. Or we're saying that's
But
why
but I'm
he's
saying
getting to
because
You're
he has
just
a
relax.
adding
better
the
team.
extra piece that you refuse to add.
No, he just because he has a better team doesn't mean his role has changed. LeBron's not doing anything less than what he's done in prior years.
How is
He's
he
not doing
not doing
nothing less.
nothing
He's not
less than
playing
when
less.
he averages 27 and he averaged 20 this year?
Yeah.
He averaged 24 last year.
We're talking about this
He
year.
averaged 20 this year.
He averaged 4 less points than he did last year.
We gonna say that like that's not a
And
drop
he
off.
missed, and he missed, and he also
Coming
missed.
from the
He
same
also
guy
missed 11 games.
who won't add a
He also
point
missed
one.
11 games
Coming
too.
from the same guy who
11
won't add
games.
a point one to
If we know
somebody.
if we know math, P, if he missed games, that helps your average. If you would have played more games, it's harder to maintain an average the more games you play.
But it also gives you more opportunities to have higher scoring as well.
Oh,
There's a
you telling me
two-sided
this
story to
isn't
that.
relaxed, and this is the least amount of shots that Bron has ever attempted in his career.
I don't agree with relaxed. I
We're
agree with
saying
when you have,
we're saying to Braun standard. We're not talking about to an NBA
I
player or
don't
anything.
agree with relaxed though. It's the player that he's playing with.
That's relaxed time.
He's
If
never
you
played.
wait. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, and I'm not saying relaxed in the
Being
sense.
able to go down court and sit corner is relaxed time.
Like, bro,
But he's
for
been
Bron, that's
doing that.
relaxed
Is
time.
what I'm
No,
saying.
no, no,
No,
no,
he has
no.
not. No, he has not. Before
There's a
Luca got there,
all right.
this was
Nah,
the
because
ball was in Bron's
I'm
hands.
about to pull up. I'm about to pull up a YouTube video that I watched where they
Bron
literally
had
made
been
a
trying to tell AD
compilation
this was his
of
team for
bro
6
just going
years
to
and it
the
never
corner
happened.
and not having the ball.
No, it's a fact, Cole.
Bron's been going to the corner.
Bro, Bron had been trying to tell AD this.
Braun was going to the corner because he was trying to make it be AD team and AD would not take that jump. So Braun was forced to continue to do what Braun
He
did.
went to the corner with AD. He went to the corner with Kyrie. He went to the corner with Dwayne Wade. He went to the corner. He's been going to the corner. Like I'm just talking
Yeah,
ball with y'all. I'm talking ball with y'all right
you're
now.
being nasty.
I'm
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I can go find a video of Shea going corner. What do
Players
what are
go
you
corner,
talking
bro.
about? Like, why are you being so nasty right now? Like,
because his
I can,
role has not
like I can
changed.
find a video where Jokic going corner who will play. Like, bro, like,
His role has not. He's literally the same guy. His role hasn't changed,
Can
bro.
be the same guy if
I
he
didn't
wasn't
disregard him
playing
being the
like
same
the same
guy.
guy.
You and me was on the same page about Brown being drunk still. I'm not disregarding at all that he's still the
What?
same guy.
So this is
We're,
my question, to y'all. Explain to me what in his role has changed so much.
LeBron
he's
is
not
way less ball dominant.
he's not relied on as much to be as ball down to score and facilitate the game.
We just had this conversation the other day about what Luca does in the first half to get his teammates ready for the second half, and we acting like Bron wasn't out there relaxing from time to time.
I wasn't
averaged
here for that
25. The
conversation.
man just averaged 25 P,
Yes,
like
you
you said, and
were.
the year before that he averaged
When did
27.
we had it? I wasn't here for that.
You and B literally had the conversation about what Luca does.
When was
Yeah.
this?
It was literally like 2 days ago, bro.
I don't remember that. My fault.
It's literally Braun literally you saying what is a drop off? He just averaged 25, like you said, 4 to 5 points is a significant drop. He averaged 27 then, and about 4 years ago he led the league in assists because of how ball dominant he was.
And he's seventh right now in assists.
LeBron finished seventh in the league in assists
Yes.
with 7.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Nothing changed.
Bro got less rebounds on the season, less assists on the season, and less points
He
on the
only
season.
played
and
60
and
games.
just and just average
If
and just
LeBron play,
average.
if LeBron plays 70
Stop
plus
saying
games,
60 games because we can go look at how many seasons he's only played 60 games, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be at least 10 of them. And he still averaged 26, 27, all of that.
In
So every
2022, Brian played 55 games, averaged 28, 7, and 8.
literally the
In
less games you play is a
2021,
better chance
in
to keep your average up.
who
2021,
was
he
on
played
that team?
56 games. In
Oh my
2021, he
god.
played 56
Who
games,
was on that
averaged
team?
30, 8, and 6. In
And who was on that
2020,
team?
what?
That wasn't the point, P. You just said the
That
games
is
played.
the point.
You just
That's
said the
literally
No,
the
games
it's
whole
not.
played.
point. That's literally the whole point of what I'm saying to
No, it's
y'all.
not.
You sat here and said if he would have played 70 games, he would have had more opportunities to have his average up. And we're telling you that he's played 55, not as many games, and still gave you 30.
With a different team is what I'm saying to y'all.
P,
He had to
so you're
do.
literally
He
contradicting
had to.
yourself.
No, I'm not. Y'all
Yes,
not
you
hearing
are.
me.
So because he
I'm
has a
talking
different
about
team,
actual basketball of what I'm saying to y'all.
bro. Don't fucking no, bro. I'm not doing this shit with you tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, bro. Don't
I'm
piss
not
me off tonight
asking
at
you
two
to
o'clock
do
in the morning.
nothing. You the only one get tight.
No, bro, because you about to try to. I'm talking about actual
I'm
basketball.
speaking my. I'm
Like we
speaking
not
my
all
basic
watching the games, bro.
basketball.
Don't
I'm
do
not
that, bro. That's
talking.
weird, bro. Don't do that.
That's
We
not
can talk about
weird. I'm
actual
just giving my
basketball, bro.
point.
We can talk about actual basketball. Actual basketball. The point is, the points that you're making is that he had different teams, so he had to do more, right?
Yes.
So he has a different team, which means he has to do less. He's
Which
relaxing.
hold on, Cole. Which year P you think LeBron had the worst Lakers team?
I don't know.
You said who he had on his team. I'm asking.
I don't know which year he had the worst Lakers team. I don't know.
Where would you rank this
They
Lake?
haven't really been that much like outside of like this team here is different, but the rest of the team pretty much retained either the same guys or
But
they
back
filtered
to the
in
question
a
that I
guy
just asked you.
to.
If you say he had worse team, so he had to do more, and this team is better, so he had to do less. How is that not him being able to relax on any given night?
I said his role hasn't changed.
You literally said that's not relaxing. You just said that, bro. We can go back and play the clip.
I
You
don't
just said
think
it.
he's been relaxing. I don't think his
So
role
what has
has
he been doing?
changed. LeBron James has
So
been being the same basketball player that he's been. Like
so
he's
why are
literally
his
I
been
numbers
think
being the
different?
same
So
basketball
I
player.
think I think
why
I
are his
think
numbers
I
different?
think we just go. I think
So
we
why
can
are
just
his numbers
agree to disagree because like I
Which
said,
is
we know he's
fine.
still the same. We know he's still the same player. We've been said that he's still the same
why are
player.
his
He's
numbers
He's
different?
literally
been
just
doing the same stuff on the court. Like he's been doing the same thing. He's playing.
At less of a rate though.
Less minute.
that's
But
all it is. Less of a that's what we're saying about being irrelaxed. It's at a lower clip. Still doing the same things, just at a lower clip.
He
That's
can
all
be
it
the
is.
same player, but if he's doing it at less of a clip, then how is that not like how is that not different? How is it not different? If he's the same player, but he's doing it at less of a clip, how is that not different? Fuck out of here, bro. Whatever. Anyways, back to you,
Hey,
P.
Luca, why can't I filter?
Tired of niggas doing this, bro. Get up here and not talk. Like every time somebody piss them off, niggas not talking. Like, come on, bro. Stop doing that.
We
Oh my God.
Luca.
Avalanche just Avalanche just scored their goal in overtime.
I ain't even have the game up. I forget it's over there. You know, I normally be tapped in. I'm trying to look. Yeah, damn. Luca averaged Luca averaged 8.2. So that's gotta be his lowest. That gotta be his lowest in like years.
bro, first of all, I can't look at stats. And secondly, if LeBron James plays 10 more games, he literally averages the same thing that he averaged a year prior.
So you think with 10 more games, Brown would have been scoring? His numbers would have been in it would have been inflated so much where he would have been
No,
able
I'm
to
not
shoot an
saying they
average
would
up
have been
to.
they wouldn't have been inflated so much. His numbers would have been the same exact same that they were the 2 years prior where he played
No,
those 10 more games.
what I'm saying is with 10 more games, Braun averaged. You said Cole what 27 and 6.
No, he didn't. Bron averaged in 24-25,
No,
24
this
points.
season. We're talking about this season.
This season, he averaged 20.9, 6.1 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. And
So what I'm telling
he
you,
played 60 games.
what I'm telling you, you saying for him to average what he averaged the year before with 10 more games, how average worked, how we all know average worked. For him to have did that, his average in these 10 games would have been inflated. He would have had to average like 30 and something for him to shoot up 4 points. You can't go out there and give you 25 a
Bro,
night
you're not
and shoot
hearing me.
up.
If you play those 10 games over the stretch of a year, not just throw in 10 games at the end, you play those 10 games over the stretch of the year, his averages would have been the same. They're literally not the same because he didn't play those 10 games.
We can agree or disagree. I literally would have gave you that
I don't even know
if
how
you would have
math
said it.
works like that, bro.
I would have gave you that if you. I literally was saying I would give you that if it was like we just seen how Austin Reeves and Luka ended the year and he wasn't playing or anything. He was not gonna go out there and give you 26, 7, and 8 and 7 with AR and Luka healthy at the same time just
All
because he
10
had 10
games, and
more
those
games.
aren't his averages. If he's averaging something for a reason, but you're trying to tell us that
I'll gladly give you that they would have shot up if AR and Luka wasn't on the court like we've seen the last 4 games
exactly,
of the season and right now. But with
exactly.
him being the third option, I wasn't giving you Bron Averil to shot to 25
And
with 10 more games with Luka and
even if
AR
that's
out
the
there.
case, even if that's the case, what's to say that he don't go out there and do what he did in game one and give you 18 in 12? Like,
That's the same
what's to
case
say
to
that
say if he don't go out there and give you 30 and 15. That's the same thing. He could give you
you
either
just said his
one.
numbers shoot up? My point is his
Right,
numbers
but I'm
don't have
saying
to
he can
shoot up
give
just
you.
because of
But
10
I'm
more
saying
games.
he can give you either one. He can give you 18 and
But
12,
you
or
said
he
his
can give
numbers
you.
shoot up if he plays 10 more games. What I'm saying is they
I'm
don't
saying
have
his
to.
numbers balance out to what they were the prior 2 years if those 10 games are in.
He's saying
Because he's averaging.
he's saying with the 10 game he's saying with the 10 games the way you're saying that it could shoot up. He's saying we've seen games this season because Braun has slowly regressed even though he's still Braun. It's games where he's went out there and gave you 12 points and stuff. So that could have made it continue to stay down or drop instead of shooting all the way
Like
back
you're
up.
just
Like when
what
he
the
hit the game
assumption
winner
that you're making. The assumption that you're making is that is that he goes out for 10 games
every
and gives
game he
you
going ball. Like every
25,
game he
8, and
going
8.
ball.
And that's not the case.
And he's saying if he give you a game like when when he broke his double digit scoring game to pass the Rui, that would have dropped the average if he would have gave you one or two
I
of those
don't
in 10 games.
disagree with y'all on that. That's not where I disagree with y'all.
But your
I'm
point
saying,
literally was that
my, go ahead.
We can
your
agree to
point
disagree.
mathematically doesn't even make sense, bro. That's all I'm
How
trying to
does
tell
it?
you. Like,
All right, I'm gonna let it go.
your
Oh
point
yeah.
mathematically literally does not make sense.
Okay, tell me how it don't make sense, Cole. Because I'm gonna break
Because
down how it do make sense, and then I want to hear what you got to say first.
So
So
you
go
go
ahead.
here
the way
first. You
that
go first, P.
No, I want to hear him. Go ahead. He got it.
the way that your model is based in assumption is based in assumption of the fact that is based in assumption of the fact that if he plays 10 more games, then he, like, just numerically he would have had to gone out for his numbers to go up numerically. If he plays 10 more games, his numbers then he has to go out there and get 24, 8 and 8 for his numbers to rise, does he not? So
Yeah.
numerically, if he goes out there and plays, I don't know how that's not the case.
I'm
Mathematically, I
gonna
don't
break
know how
it
that's
down
not
to
the
you.
case.
I'm gonna break it down. Go ahead.
Okay, I can't wait for it. I literally
I'll let
cannot
you
wait.
finish.
If I would appreciate it if he goes out there and he does, like B said, a night where he doesn't break double digits, or he goes out there like I just said and he plays in game one, and he plays like he did in game one, which was still a great game from LeBron. And let me go and make sure I have it completely correct. He goes out there, he gives you 19, 8, and 13. Okay. Do his assist and rebounds numbers go up? Sure. But if he's under his average at 20 points, how can his average then balance out to the 24 or 25 that you're talking about
I
from the
want
previous two seasons?
I
I'm trying to
want to
figure out
say
how his
something.
numbers go.
I
And
want
that's
to
the
say
one.
something before you go.
My last point is that's the one that you're worried about most, because I'll give you, even though for whatever reason you decide to be nasty when other people are talking and you decide that point ones don't make the difference, I will give you that his numbers in assists and rebounds category are literally just one number less. He was averaging like 8 and 7 or something the past 2 years. This year is like 7 and 6. Okay, cool. I don't even worry
I
about
want
that.
to say I
But
want to
if
say
you go
one thing.
I'm on my last one.
Oh,
If
go
you
ahead.
go to the point section, if the point section is what you're worried about most, because that's the one that you need to make up 4 points in or 5 points in, because it was 24 last year and then 25 the year before. He literally has to score more than 20 points. And he's shown you on nights that even to win, he doesn't necessarily have to do that. So if you spread out those 10 games, what's to say that you're not playing against the Nets for one of those games? He might go out there and have 13.
I want to say this
And
before you say about it, Pete. How many games on average, Pete, do an NBA team play in a month?
I don't know.
Is it more than like is
It's
it more than
changed.
like
It's changed with the back to back stuff.
so you will say probably what like between like what 10, 12?
I'll probably say 12, 14.
All right, cool.
I
We'll
think.
tr-
I think. I don't
we'll
know.
say we'll say hypothetically for that, right? LeBron for this season, LeBron his best month he averaged 24, 7, and 7. So his best month in the entire season, he averaged 24, 7, and 7.
Yeah,
He had gave
12 to 16 games.
all right, cool. So his best month he gave you 24, 7, and 7, right? He averaged 21.
no, don't do
I'll
that.
give you the
Don't,
boost.
don't do that. Don't do that. He gave you what was it, 23 and a half or something like that?
Well, I don't do it like that. You know, I
No, no,
always
no,
do
no, no,
the
no. Do exactly what he do for his metrics, for the numbers.
but say he does that, right? And you give him the 10 more games, like you said. Mathematics wise, right? If he average, I'm not even gonna talk about the rebounds and assists right now. If he gave you 21 to end the season and he played in what you said 60 games and trying to give him 10 more games, for him to average 25 with 10 more games, at least half of them games he's gonna have to give you like 27. At least half of those games, and that's just simply how math works. Like if I get average 21 and you add 10 more games, I can get to that 25 points per game. And it's not like it's impossible, but I'm going to have to give you over that 25 sometimes for that 21 to bump up to that 24 or 25. And I'm saying that his best month was 24. So I'm saying that to say like with Luca and AR on the floor, we've seen games like we've seen games like I just named that month. He averaged 24, 7, and 7. AR and Luca was healthy. But like that's not a guaranteed thing. That's a up month. Like that's his best month. Every other month was 2019. Like that's normally where he reigns at, just simply off of what his role is. Like I said earlier, not saying that he's not still the same Brown because I agree. I think he's still the same Brown. It's just a matter of being able to relax at times and saving energy for this time of year. But what you're saying is saying that if you give him 10 more games, he's gonna give you those averages from last season, and like he's not gonna have to do that. So that's why I'm asking you like, what's the logic behind that? If you give him the 10 more games,
You know.
yeah, you go.
So this is my logic behind it, right? So LeBron James shoots about 15 shots per night. He shoots about
Right.
15 shots per night. He averages 20.9 right now, 21 if you round it up. If LeBron James adds in those 10 games, wherever they're at in the season, whatever month, wherever. Because in his best month, we don't know if he played all the games in that month either. He could have had a great start and then sat out for a minute.
Okay, let's share it.
So
It
I mean,
was
it
it
really
was
don't
a
matter.
hot start. It was a hot start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He ended the month like the last like 7. He only averaged like 18.
Yeah, so like it don't really matter what month it in. But to my point is, over the season, if there are 10 more games in which he played plugged in, we don't know what he could have did in that time. Could he have done 13, 9, and whatever? Sure. Or could Bron have done 33, 9, and 9?
So what I'm getting at before
Hold
you
on,
even
wait,
say that.
wait. My point that I've said this whole time is I feel if Bron has those 10 games in, Bron would perform and his numbers would be the same because when you look in prior years, that's been the case. So my point of he hasn't changed is I believe if he does play 70 games, those 70 games could have been anything. He could have went for 40. I'm believing on the side of Bron would have showed out with 10 more games played in this season.
So that's the proper way to word.
Like
So
I said
basically, you had
earlier,
a
I don't
belief.
disagree with y'all that he could have had 18, 6, and 5. But I'm saying I don't believe that he would have. And wherever those games been. Those games could have been versus the Wizards and he show out in DC. Or it could have been versus a really good team and he plays team ball and it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I believe if LeBron gets to 70 games at almost 34 minutes a pop, his numbers are in fact in proof he gets 24, 25 a night with 8 and 7.
I feel like from the beginning, you would have probably did something better to say because
I
the way
was
you
trying
had
to
worded,
do that.
the way you worded it, like from the very beginning, like it's okay. Like you said,
Like
Braun,
you
what
said, it's
you get Braun,
mathematically not possible.
you
You
said
just
you
made it
give
seem
Braun
like
10, you said you give Braun 10 more games, he was gonna give you what he gave you last year. I'm okay with what you just said about you had faith in LeBron giving you that in those 10 games. That's okay. Like you
And
had faith
earlier I
in him
said
giving
I
you those.
believe he would have done that. Earlier I said I believe LeBron, if he played 70 games, his numbers
but
would average out to
what
what
we're
they were the
saying
2
is,
prior
but
years.
all we're
So what
but the
about those
difference
years where he
is
played
the difference
55 games?
is the difference is your assumption model is based in what he's done in previous years, like you said, with different teams. Our assumption model is based in what he showed you this year. If he just gives you 10 extra games, that's mathematically not possible for him to have done.
He just
Mathematically,
said
just
it
over the
was.
span of 10 more, huh?
He just said it was.
Yeah,
He
he would
just
have had
said
to
it
give you
was
like
mathematically impossible
he
if
would
he,
have had to give you 27, 28 in at least half of
which
those
I
games.
said
No,
that's something that he
I
could
said
do.
from what he showed you this year, your assumption model is based in what he showed you in previous years,
And
is what I'm
this
saying.
year.
It's both ways. I feel like it's both ways because, like I just said, in the month, it was a month. In the first 7 games of the month, he averaged 29, and then the end of the month, he averaged 19. So it's like you're literally betting, you're literally gambling on like
I'm
your
betting
faith
on
in
him.
Braun, thinking like, okay, if he's gonna give you this 19-point month, it's gonna stay at 20. If he gives you this 29 in these first 7 games of the month, it can shoot up to the 24, 25. But what we've seen this year, that's what it was. And like I said, with AR and Luca on the floor, that's just simply as your role,
But
not
that's what I'm
something because
saying. We
like it's
see
different.
him with AR and Luka on the floor, and he averaged 29. So why can't he do it? Why wouldn't
It's
he
just
do it? Is what I'm
it's
saying.
it's it's like it's like possibilities, right? If I'm the third guy somewhere and you've seen me do something before, do you know I can do it? Yeah.
And
Is the chances of me not doing it compared to me doing it lower? I'm pretty sure. I have a better chance of not doing it than doing it if I'm the third guy. Just because you've seen me do it before doesn't mean that this is what you're gonna get as a high probability. I literally don't do it, but you've seen me do it before. That's
do it this season.
that's all I'm saying. Like the 50, like cool. What I was saying about the 55-point game. Well, to what you're saying, P. So you're telling me Braun. So you telling me the year. So you telling me Braun a lot of the seasons he only played like 55 games. If he would have given you 10 more games, he would have averaged 33 or something like that.
Say that again.
Some of the seasons Braun played 55 games, he averaged like 28, 8 and 8. So if he would have played 10 more games, you think he would have went up to like 39 and 9 or something like that.
I'm saying there's space for that to happen.
So basically, the more games you play, the more. So
I ain't
basically,
gonna lie, I
for
just did
you,
the math on it. I'm gonna just put it on Front Street. I just did the math on it. Brown averaged 60 or averaged 20 over a 60 game period. If he plays 10 more games this season,
it's gonna be something crazy.
like this is mathematically insane, dog. This ain't even Braun. This ain't
What do
even
you
some shit Braun would have done.
what do you would have had to average some Luka numbers?
Bruh. No, you talking You talking Harden in 2017 numbers. Bron played 60 games this year and averaged 20 points. If you add in 10 more games, what he would have to average to get to 24 points per game. Does anybody want to take a guess on what he would have had to
Let's
average
say what
over
it is.
10 more
Let's
games?
say what it
10
is.
more
B, do
games.
you want to
10
take
more games. 10 more games. 3-point average. 10 more games. You played 60.
you want to
I'm
get
gonna
to
say you.
24?
I'm
You
gonna
want to
say.
get
I'm
to
gonna say.
24?
I'm gonna say in 10. I'm gonna say in 10 games you're gonna have to probably average like 33.
48, dog.
Oh my god.
He averaged 20 this year in 60 games. Over 10 more games in for him to play 70 games
I
and
mean, yeah,
average
because that's how.
24.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, because that's how math goes. The more games you play, the percentage starts to decrease. Whereas though you gotta go, you gotta have miraculous performances. The more games you play, that's
He
why
would have
percentages is
averaged
higher the lower you do.
48 points to get to the 24.
But that's bait. You're basing that in just a single 10 game stretch.
So that's why I asked you about the
In a
55.
single 10 game stretch, yes, he would have to do that. I'm saying throughout the entirety of this season.
No, P, it don't matter how you break it down. If he paid 10, if he added 10 more at the end of this season, if he played 10 more at the beginning of the season, he averaged 20. For him to get to the 24 that you're saying, he would have to average 48 in 10 more games.
Okay.
It don't matter how you break it down. If he add one game per month through the rest of the season, or two
Not
games per month
when
through the
you
rest of
when
the
you put it
season,
that way, it did make sense because what was Coop averaging coming into the last like 10 games of the season?
I don't know.
Because the last like 10 games of the season, Coop had to average 30.
Something like that, yeah.
And I think he finished the
He was
season
going
only
crazy.
averaging like and I think he finished the season only averaging like 20.3 or something like that. Let me see. He averaged he averaged 29 in April in 7 games. And he closed March averaging 27 in the last 5 games. So yeah, somewhere around 28, something like that. And he
And
finished
he
he
averaged
finished
what
and
for
he
the
finished
season?
averaging 21. So before that little stretch, he probably was averaging like 19.5 or something like that. And it only went up like 1.5 or something like that with that crazy run of hoops. Because the percentage just gets harder as he gets higher. It's just like baseball, where it's doing with one, you get one at bat, you get a hit, it's 1,000. You get two, it's 500. Like it's just harder the more opportunities you get. Yeah, it's more opportunities to improve your numbers, but you also going to have to perform
You're
twice
gonna
as
have to
hard because
improve
the
your
percentage
numbers to
drop.
do it though. Like,
Yeah,
what are we talking?
I see the valid point. We all got valid points for all sides of it, but I understand the point of Braun. No, seeing what Braun have done this year, he's done something. Whereas those like he could give you this in 10 games. Understand how it's more games, like we were saying. It's just what you believe Braun gonna give you at that point.
If you believe Brown gonna give you 48 over 10, I mean, hey,
What we what's the Oh yeah, I wanted to ask y'all. So what y'all think about the how'd y'all feel about the other games today? I'll start with the Celtics game, but I wanted to talk about that VJ performance.
It's cool. I mean, they still won. They losing five.
You think that was a steal game?
And none of the rest of the Celtics showed up.
come on, bro. We
So
can
me
end this up
showing up,
like
so me showing up and you not showing up is me stealing one, or is that me being the better player?
No, I think the Sixers stole a game and they're gonna lose in five. I don't,
So so maybe our reasoning is different. What's your definition of stealing a game,
they won a game that they probably shouldn't have won.
and why you think they shouldn't have won? Because the Celtics didn't show up.
Not yeah, man, not necessarily. I don't think the Celtics was. I don't think the Celtics played great.
So would that not be the same point in game one when the Sixers didn't show up?
I wouldn't have said the Celtics showing up and the Sixers showing up. The Celtics still win by a large margin. If both teams show up, the Celtics still win by a large margin. The The Celtics shot 26% from three. Like that rare. That's not normal.
I just feel like I just don't like the discredit. I just don't like the discredit of saying you still win when one team shows up and the other team don't show up. I would say that at the end of the day, it's not like you're just like shooting a million open. It's not like I'm not guarding nobody. Like you still got to go out here and win the game.
I mean, yeah. I just don't think Boston played well.
It's just
And
like it's just I look at it the same way. Did you watch that Blazers game, Cole?
Yeah, bro.
Like the Spurs didn't show up in the fourth quarter. What we call that the Blazers stealing one, or the Blazers being the better team when Wemby went off the floor.
the Blazers stole the game when they had the opportunity to steal the game.
Okay,
Is that
I
wrong?
look at it. I look at you can say they stole the game because Wemby got hurt, but it was clear as day when Wemby wasn't on the floor how the game looked, and I would not say that the Blazers would steal a game with Wemby as far as how they look. How that Spurs team looked, if they played an entire game versus that Blazers team tonight, they would have lost.
I mean, he played. He only played 12 minutes,
And they
and
lost,
they
right?
lost by three.
And you know how much they was up by at one point?
How much?
Almost 20.
Up by almost 20, which in an NBA game, being up 20 is nothing. NBA
So
players
would
say that.
you
NBA players say that all the
do
time.
you
Being
ex,
up in an NBA game.
do you expect the team worse than you? Do you expect the team? How do you feel, P, about a team worse than you going on a 20-3 run?
It sucks, but it happens.
So is it
That's
is it y'all fault, or are they just playing good basketball?
it's a bit of both. We're not playing up to our caliber, and they catching a heater.
And that's why I feel the way I feel about the 76ers and the Celtics. Celtics didn't show up, but the 76ers were on the heater. So it's a mix of both. That's why I don't consider it stealing a game. That's just me.
I mean, okay. I mean, I just feel like they stole. I mean, they stole a game that they had a
And you
chance.
know, Cole, we gotta start being able to watch. We need to start making it a thing, Cole. We gotta start watching. Like how when we watched that Arkansas game when you pulled it up, we gotta start watching like certain videos on here while we on the stream and stuff.
Yeah, it just be copyright, bro. It's a copyright
Or like
problem.
everything be. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do y'all disagree that the Sixers played great and they just beat them? Or
Oh no, I think they. Oh no, I think the Sixers play good ball tonight. I think they play good ball. Got the job done. Stole one on the road. That's just the main
I
thing.
think
You
that
still
they
win on
didn't
the road.
score.
No, like as far as like the standard of being on the road, like as far as like the road thing, like I think that they earned I think they earned their win tonight, like fair and square, straight up. Like it's just the basketball culture when you're on the playoffs, they like your main objective is to try to steal one on the road. Like even if you can go
That's
blow a
right.
team, you can go blow a team out, and they'll say that's stealing one on the road. Like you
That's
trying to
right.
get one while you're on the road. But that's how I look at it. I don't know how Cole feel about the game. I don't know if you watched it, but yeah, I think Maxi, VJ, and they played great ball tonight.
Cool.
I think whatever you think, P.
Y'all niggas, y'all straight to sit here.
What, bro? We on a whole different topic. Like what?
Like y'all just gonna sit
Oh,
here and do
you
this,
you
bro.
you gonna no, bro? Because it's not gonna sit here.
Like, come on,
We'll
bro.
talk about it offline. We'll chat offline, bro. We'll chat
Yeah, come
offline.
on,
A whole
We'll chat
different
offline.
topic. Like what?
We'll chat
bro.
offline, bro. We'll chat
What
offline,
we
bro.
got?
Um, yeah, bro.
I don't think they played that good. I mean, they did shoot it well. They stole one. I give you that. P.
The
I think they still should that
the
game day.
breakdowns of Braun game already every on Instagram everywhere.
Bro, on the truth, bro.
How would you grade that performance tonight, Cole, individually?
From Bron.
Yeah.
He gave you exactly what he needed to give you in a night when Katie was back on the court, but Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart was the difference, bro. Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart was the difference because to me, when you can get a night when hold on, let me get back to Tuesday. When you can get a night when Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart outscored KD and Alperen Sengun, you you cooking.
I
You
forgot Luke
cooking.
Kennard. How much
Luke had
did Luke outscore KD?
yes, bro. Luke had 23. Or KD had 23 too. I thought he had 21. KD had
Okay.
23. Luke had 23. Marcus Smart had 25. Alperen Sengun had 20. That's not something that you expect on a nightly basis from those guys. So
I
if
will
you can
well, it's a lot. Let you go ahead.
if you I was just gonna say like if you can win like that, like that's that like so I was saying all of that to say you asked me about LeBron's individual performance. LeBron gets an A, but that won't to me that won't the turning point of the game. Like LeBron played great, yes. Um, but
I feel like it's just too many. Honestly, I feel like that's the definition of a team effort. It's too many people to give credit to. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I like watching. Like, I don't know if P, you watched the whole game or not.
I watched most of it.
Well, like, I'm gonna be honest. One of the main guys I gotta give a high grade to tonight is Jackson Hayes.
Plus
Exactly.
12.
I gotta give him a lot of credit, especially as far as
It was plus 12.
the biggest factor was how he guarded Segun. Like the way he guarded Segun tonight, it was giving him some trouble. I think he blocked him like two, three times going just straight up. Whereas though he just put hands up and Segun tried to and that was a big thing. I think Aiden also gave you like two of those.
And he
Vando
went
crashed
four
in
for
the
five from the line.
yeah,
Hayes
like
went 4 for 5 from the line.
Van
Like that's
and that's impressive for him. It's shooting 80% on the night from the line. I think Vando, we talked about it plenty of times, Cole. You'll figure out offense when it gets there. But you need him on the I'm cool with him giving you 1 for 4. You know, he got the cuts and everything, but like the
Twin
defense and
didn't score
everything.
and was +8. Like
I
I
feel
know
as
people
though
hate the plus minus, but
yeah.
don't score in +8. Like you in a good world like that.
I feel like the way he played, honestly, like we know what Laravia can give you. I don't know how you feel about Laravia P, but like
I
the way
like
he
his
been playing, the way he been playing, his offense haven't been giving you what you expect his offense to give you for you to be playing him over Vando. Like the
Hey,
way Vando looked tonight,
I'm gonna
crashing the
keep it
glass,
being.
everything. Yeah,
If you want if you're JJ and you want shooting that bad, show me Dalton Connect, bro. Show me Dalton. If
yeah.
it's if it's if you
I'm
got
all for it.
Laravia on the court because you're saying if you got Laravia on the court because you saying in your mind you like, hey, I need another scorer in the game, which don't make sense to me because if you on a night
There's
where
no way you got Laravia on the floor for defense at this point. If we all watch Laravia play defense, like to a certain extent, there's no way you got. You may have him out there for size and defensively and everything, but he's in foul trouble a lot consistently. I think he had 5 before the full quarter even started, and that's a consistent thing.
I mean,
So what?
I said he was still +8 like Vando. And I mean, and
Yeah,
Laravia's I mean, just being honest, and Kobe, no, DK, my boy, but Laravia is a better defender than DK in the NBA right now.
yeah.
He's a better defender. He's more physical. Yeah, he's gonna foul, but like you gotta have somebody out there to do stuff like that and set the tone. And I
I
mean,
think the
because
only thing that looked horrible for him
+8,
is glass. I think that's the only thing that looked horrible for him.
Is
Rebounding,
what? Oh yeah.
rebounding.
I mean,
Like it's
it still be
the
plus 80.
offensive rebounds tonight was giving him a lot of life. Like the offensive rebounds they was getting tonight was giving him a lot of life. Whereas though it was like a lot of defense. It was a lot of defense. Like we seen. I don't know if he was watching at that point yet, but I think they went on a 15-0 run before halftime, and it was simply four straight turnovers, and then forcing bad shots, and they kept getting offensive rebounds.
I mean,
Whereas though
that's
it was like
the Lakers.
it was like eight and down there. It was like eight and down there, and Laravia wasn't like really much help. Versus when Vando came in the game, 9 times out of 10, when Vando was down there helping the center with the rebound, the board was coming down. So that's a big thing I look at for this series. When you play good defense, when you're sending double teams to KD, I think it's cool. What you say? How many games we seen from them this season when they've matched up? Where KD like just haven't been able to beat the track, like a lot of turnovers, like at least
It
two,
was that
three.
last. It was them last two that really stuck out to me. Them last two
I think
late
the
in the
one game we
season.
watched, I think it was one game
Yeah,
I watched where I think I'm on record definitely saying I think I told you P to go watch it. That's it. I remember now. I said that was the worst fourth quarter I've seen of basketball. I think
I
KD
remember,
had six. I think KD had six turnovers alone in the fourth, and the
and it was
Rockets
a
had
whole
like
second
10.
half that was terrible. I remember looking at it because me and you had put that play in, and where I had
Yeah,
like 2 points in the second half, and I went to bed at halftime because I had to work. I woke up and I was like, bro, I ended the game with
yeah,
like 16. He was like,
yeah. It
yeah,
was
bro, he
simply
ain't scored the whole
he had
second half.
about he had about six turnovers in the fourth. So
He's really only had one good game versus them, and that was the very
yeah,
first time they played him this year. I mean, the two games they played him, and I think it was I want to say April. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, was it this month? No, I would say was that March. The two games they played him in March, they played him back to
yeah.
back.
March was. I think that did happen in March. That one game.
They played him back to back, and he had 18
Yeah,
in both games. But I mean, he had seven
it
turnovers
was
in
the
one.
first game. I think it was the first game. It was the first
Yeah,
game in
he
that
first
had
game
back to
of the
back.
series.
seven turnovers in the first and four in the second.
Yeah,
But I mean, like KD, I mean, we all know KD's not paid to pass the ball.
but I want.
So
That's what I've been
he's
seeing
gonna
on
figure it
Twitter.
out though.
I've been seeing on Twitter everybody talking about like team like how he needs help and everything. And I wanted to ask y'all, because people play like no, we will all watch basketball, but like what much like how much can you say about the team when like I would say something to the team and go from there when KD makes the pass out of the trap and everybody just don't know what to do with the ball. Like he's not even getting the ball to somebody.
That ain't what he paid to do though. That's
Like
the
he's not recognizing that they're about to come that early. Like he's not even getting the ball to somebody.
but that's the situation. He's not paid to get the ball to somebody. He's paid to put the ball in the bucket. So like,
So who you gonna put the finger at when he gets the ball in his hands to go put the ball in the bucket and you send a trap and he turns the ball over?
I mean, that is fair. The nine turnovers is crazy, but KD can also say,
Not even giving them a chance to do nothing with the ball. They're not getting the ball.
I mean, KD can also say I was 58% from the field, 89 from the line with 23, and I did have nine turnovers, but I ain't paid to pass.
I'm about to say how much did they lose by?
What was it? What was it? 101 94?
That was
That
score
was
code.
101 94 code. Final score?
This game. Yeah.
101
And
94.
you said, okay, cool. So cool. He's saying like 104, so 7 point loss. You saying he can say he shot 58 and all of that.
I'm
Do the
saying
math.
I'm saying he
Do
can.
the math on how do the math on how many points was allowed off of Kevin Durant turnovers.
I don't disagree with that. I think his turnovers is a big piece of why they lost the game. I'm just letting you know he's not paid to pass the ball. Like
At
he's
that
not.
point, I don't. At that point, I don't know how we're gonna win then. At that point, because you're not paid to pass the ball. You're not paid to pass the ball. I'm giving you the ball to go score, and you're not recognizing a track to where though you can at least pass it before and then get the ball back. Whereas though it's just turnover. Is like, what are we gonna do? Like you can't even you can't even do what you're paid to do at this point, and we can't be a better team
I
because you
mean,
can't get the ball. You're 7 foot. You can't get the ball out. You can't get the ball to somebody in the track.
I'm not saying that
LeBron, every
he
time it
can't,
came
but
to him,
it's
it happened.
right. But that's who LeBron is. I'm not saying that KD can't. KD
Luke
is
Kennard did it.
again. I'm not saying that KD can't. KD is a born scorer. KD feels like he can score on every double team. So pass is not the first thing that come to his mind. The first thing that come to his mind is okay, it's here. I can still probably get this shot off or still make a play for
So
me.
are we going to penalize him for that?
I mean, you can, yeah, you can penalize him for it. That's fair. Like that's fair to penalize him for it. I'm just saying that his defense is I work on scoring in these situations. So tonight I had 9 turnovers. He could say come when they play again what Friday code
Yeah.
that he could say come Friday send a double again. I bet I had 38. And then if
And
he
that's
got
bad. That's
if
something
he got
similar.
30, I'm just saying if he got 38 with 2 turnovers and they win on Friday, he gonna look at you and say, "What was that you were saying?"
And that's something similar to I think about Cole, what we was talking about like possibilities and stuff. Because like I'm gonna be honest, I don't. KD's not gonna have any game like that this series. He's not. A good game for KD this series will be him maybe getting around the points he had this tonight, and him having like 10 assists. Or or if we watch the game, Cole,
That's the question I want to ask
or when
y'all.
they watch the game, they send them traps. When he makes the pass, the next guy make the pass, and he score that way.
That's a question I want to ask both of y'all.
But
Y'all, both of you have watched these guys play basketball for a very long time and gotten to see what
yeah,
they do. So my question is y'all's um thought process and like belief behind that they can't do something or they won't do something that we've seen them do before. Where does that come from? And this is like this is me honestly asking, like
see, when
where does that come
I'm a
Where does that,
person. I'm
oh,
a
wait. Where does that come from, and what is it based off? When like we've literally seen KD have a bad game one, game two, and then he can like and
so
we've seen it where I mean he's still a top 10 scorer in the league. Like that's what I'm just asking. Like where does that come from when y'all say that? And this is about KD, Bron, guys that we've seen before. Like why
so
I'm
they?
in
sorry. What was the
particular
beginning? What was
in
your actual
particular.
question?
My
Because
actual
I was
question is now. My actual question is like we've seen guys like KD, Bron, Curry, whoever, right? And okay, they'll have a game like KD just had 9 turnovers, but then like B
yeah.
just said, you know, KD won't have a game like that in this series. KD can't have a game like that in this series. Or like earlier when we was talking about Bron, and the conversation was, well, Bron won't do that no more. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm asking is we've seen these guys time and time again have moments like this happen, and then they come back a couple of days later, and then it continues. They go on and be who they are. So I'm asking, like, where is that belief
I
of like
think
why y'all say they can't or
So
won't do?
I
I'll
think this is. Oh, go ahead, V. You can start if you want to.
the biggest thing for me. I don't know how Cole feel about it. When I say that, is it we've seen him doing it for a long time. The possibility of it happening, yes, it is a possibility of it happening. The probability of it happening is low considering the fact of me watching you. Yeah, you've done this for a long time, but you've seen this team 5 times this year, and you've done this every time but one time.
That's
Probability,
that's
I've done. If you can do this, we know you can do this. You've seen the same team 5 times, and you've performed once.
I'll
So
take it a step
what I
further.
go,
Oh,
so
go ahead.
what?
My fault.
Go ahead. Oh no. So what
I'll
I
take it
go
a
off of
step
that
further.
is different.
I'll take it a step further and say for me, it's not. It's not for me. It's not. For me, it's less about what. For me, for both of them, it's less about what Katie and Brian both can do on the floor and the adjustments that will be made, starting with the coaches. Honestly, we started this episode with talking about JJ or I did started this episode with the talking about JJ and the coaching job that JJ has done. Part of that coaching job, which I didn't mention, but what we talked about is yes, one getting his players to live up to the moment, which I think is a tough thing to do. But the bigger one is, and I the
Especially,
first yeah, which is a
listen,
tough thing to do. But the bigger one for me is it started in March. The KD thing started in March. for me, and I'll go all the way back to that first game that KD played with the Rockets against the Lakers. That joint genuinely scared me. I watched that joint live. I believe it was like a Friday night. I
We
watched
was
that
talking
joint. And I
about
was
it the
like,
whole game. We was talking about it the whole game.
yeah, I was like, oh shit. I don't
Lakers
know
didn't
if we
even
can.
Lakers didn't even care. That's what I'm saying about whereas though he's not gonna do it. He's gonna give you 10 assists, or somebody else is gonna have the series of their life. They didn't even
Yeah.
care about the other person hitting the shot, hitting the three or anything. It was as soon as the ball touched KD hands, we were sending trap. The one
No, no,
time
no, no, no.
tonight,
I was saying the first game of the season that they played against the Lakers.
oh
That
yeah,
joint scared. I
because
was like,
we
bro, I don't
seen
even know if
tonight.
we can. Yeah, I was like, I don't even know if we can. I don't even know if we can hang on the court with these guys. But JJ
Yeah,
made a coaching adjustment, and so what we saw in March was this we're gonna
it's
send
been the
this
same.
double at KD and see what happened. We didn't do it in the first half, and KD had a very
Yeah.
decent first half. I think he had like 12 or 13 or something like that at
Mhm.
halftime. Cool. They went in the halftime, and JJ said, "Hey, y'all remember what we did in March? Let's try it again." We tried it again, and it looked bad. And so, to answer your question, it's not that KD can't. What is Ime Udoka going to do to get KD out of these bad situations? And then what is KD himself going to get KD out of these bad situations? Is there anything that you can do? Are there sets that you can run? You would probably have better answers for these than I do.
Yeah.
Like you would know how to, because you are an actual coach, so you would probably have a better answer for how to get KD free, whether that be off ball, whether that be on ball. But Ime Udoka, to answer your question, my best answer is that this starts with Ime Udoka, because right now JJ is out coaching him, and JJ has been out coaching him since we saw it in March. Okay, JJ out coached him in March for 2 games. JJ out coached him tonight. JJ out coached him on Friday night. I don't know. It's not that I don't believe KD is capable of doing something different, but I don't know how they're going to get to that point. And I don't know what sets you have that you can draw up, that you can do. Obviously, we know KD is easy money sniper, so he can do anything. But it's gonna have it just looks genuinely like difficult for them right now. So I don't know.
I
That's
want
why
to
I
say
say
two things.
I won't
I
say he
want to say
can't,
two
but
things.
it's gonna have to be something different.
I want to say two things to you, P, and I want you to let me know what you think about it after, right?
Mhm.
Because the second half, remember how they said I think at one point they said KD wasn't he didn't really have any shots up, and I think the one time the Lakers didn't send the double team, he scored because he got to a spot, and then they instantly went right back to it. But like what Cole was just saying, I think I know a big reason. Like he said, you got more answers. You're a coach. Like this is what you do. You know what you probably can run to get them open and everything.
Mhm.
But just from when I watched KD during the entire season, and when I watch him when he does struggle against double teams and everything, I think one of the biggest factors, and we've been talking about it all year, is that the Rockets simply are don't have a true point guard right now. So whereas though if they had a true point guard, when I see Kevin Durant play with a true point guard, he comes off a lot of pin downs in the corners and everything like that. Versus like with this team, because we see with Reed Shepard is a liability on defense, and offensively just simply didn't have it, which is why if you see tonight Reed Shepard, like it wasn't really much. Like he wasn't really much handling. It was like more so he was just catch and shoot. It was like he was catching the ball, passing whatnot. But we see when Kevin Durant comes off pin downs from the corner, it's just one dribble or it's literally a shot off the screen. Versus with this team, we seen once they pass half court, he catching the ball and he's running the offense. As soon as they set the screen or anything, what you see them doing, they bring in the trap and everybody rotating over. So I
Mhm.
feel like I really don't think it's gonna be an answer for this particular series, just for the simple fact of the point guard being missing. Like I've never understood it until watching games and series like this unfold. Like I never understood where people be saying like guys like Fred Van VanVleet who like aren't the greatest point guards, but they're true point guards. So whereas though a Fred Van VanVleet for the
Fred a bad
Rockets right
man,
now,
bro. Fred a bad
like
man, bro. NBA champion.
A Fred Van VanVleet right now in this series changes the conversation of this series completely because it's a true point guard on the floor. Reed Shepard would be playing shooting guard maybe for what his role is because he's not a true point guard. That's what you want to get him to at one point because we know coming out the draft he was a scorer and everything, but he just lacks
Shit,
playmaking
Reed Shepard
ability.
wouldn't even be playing. Keep it a bean.
Yeah, he
Reed
lacks
Shepard,
playmaking
he only
ability.
got 11 minutes tonight. Reed Shepard wouldn't even be
Yeah,
playing.
I
I
honestly think
think it's
I think
because you've
if
been taking a
Fred,
gamble
I
on him.
think
His
if
playmaking
Fred,
just been limited.
I think if Fred was playing, I think he would be more beneficial as a scorer than true point guard for the Rockets. Honestly, 'cause
I think you will too.
I think he
Eventually,
would
you wouldn't be able to guard KD a certain way.
I think if Fred was playing, I don't think Sengun would be as potent in the offense. I think he would kind of get his in where he fit in. I think it would be more of a KD and Fred show, and then Sengun would have his on the back end of them two. Um,
How you think a men will play with Fred on the court?
I think a man would be very he would be a lot better to me, and I think a man would probably be
Cuts.
ascend- I think he would be ascending a lot more than he probably is right now because if Fred's on the floor, men doesn't have to think. He just can just go be an athlete,
He
which
gonna
is what
probably have a lot of cuts.
I mean, just cuts, leak outs. He don't got to come and get the outlet or get the inbound. Like he can just run down the floor, down the sideline, throw it ahead. He get to play 1-on-1 in transition, or he close out on somebody. He don't got to worry about going back to the ball and coming to set up. He just, oh, I closed out. They missed. Throw it to me. I'm gonna get a dunk. He can get up
Yeah,
and pressure. He pretty much what I'm saying is he would get to be his brother. How his brother is in Detroit.
yeah,
K
I
gets
do. Yeah, I do realize there's one thing about the Rockets that they're missing for like because they don't have any like real playmakers. Like
yeah
we see how we see the passes, Brown. Like it's a pass we see high level passes make you. I don't know what it's called. It may be just like a entry pass or whatnot. But we see when it's a fast break or you get the rebound and it's a guy down court with a mismatch and they
hmm
like you throw it real high on it over the rim and like they go up real quick with it.
yeah
Like I don't really, I think that would be something that a men would really drive at, but I don't think there's nobody on the Rockets that make those passes to
yeah.
get him those
And that's
opportunities.
also not how their that's
Is
also not how their full court offense. I mean, their offense is not set up for that.
Like off a rebound, like because the
Yeah,
men be down there at times, like off a rebound, whereas though he got a guard on him, something like that, where you throw it
yeah,
up top, and you let him grab it and go up because
yeah, right.
he's gonna. It's a mismatch 9 times out of 10 if he got a guard or anybody that's not a defensive guard under like what 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
That's
is
that's a
Sengun
mismatch.
Is Sengun and Van Vliet, and I'm
No,
hesitant to say this.
no, they're not.
You ain't even know
No.
what he ready to say.
I do know what he's
He
about
know
to
what
say.
I'm gonna
No,
say.
they're not. No, they're not. We're gonna leave. We're gonna leave Denver out of this. No, they're not.
But is that
No,
not what it looks like though?
it
I'm not
doesn't.
saying it is. I'm just saying is that not what their
What
action looks like?
what you was ready to say? What you was ready to say,
He
Cole?
was gonna
You
ask
knew
are
exactly what I was gonna say.
he was gonna ask for their resemblance of Murray and Joker. No, they're not. No,
I don't see
they're
why
not.
not though.
Because
Murray and
just
Joker.
And
What
because
I'm
do you
saying,
mean?
and the only reason I
just
say it is
because
because
they
you
both
said
light skinned and the bigs is both foreign, don't
no, no,
make
no, no, no. The only reason I said it was because Sengun tonight he had 5 assists. He averages 6. I'm not saying that he's the playmaker that Joker is, but what I'm saying is that you said that in this series, Van Vliet would be more effective as a scorer. And oftentimes we see Murray playing off ball. And we see Sangoon like to play from the perimeter from time to time. If Van Vliet is more effective as a scorer, does he play more off ball with Sangoon playing with the ball in his hands at the top at the perimeter, kind of directing traffic in a way? And does that then open if you playing Van Vliet as a scorer with Sangoon in the ball with the ball in his hands? Does that then open up KD to be able to do what KD does, Van Vliet to do what he does, to be a potent shooter that he is, and then Thompson is Thompson is essentially your backdoor cut guy.
I'm not
Is
mad at
he
the I'm not mad at the say goon thing because we see like we just watched the game. They can't even run the pick and roll because of how quick the track is coming to KD. But when I watch Segun as a screen roller, Segun gives teams fits. When I
But
watch him as a screen roller,
that's my point. If Fred's in there, the Rockets would probably be going empty side pick and roll with Fred and Sengun to where Sengun has space to play with KD coming off a stagger or a pin down on the backside at the same time.
Well, from like from
So there,
a men setting them off ball
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, a man and Jabari setting the off ball with a man
I
slipping
would like a
Jabari.
I would like a
Jabari
men
going
setting
corner,
them.
but bringing KD to the center of the floor because that's the answer in this series. Sengun needs to get out the way and be in the short corner, be in the dunker, whichever term you want to use. But KD needs the ball in the middle of the floor so they can't double.
Yeah,
If you double him, you can't double him in the middle of the floor.
they forcing
but
them.
that but the
They
sick
force
part
them to
about
the
that is
baseline a
though,
lot.
and the sick part about that is though, and this is why I say JJ's on some different stuff right now. The sick
Yeah.
part about it is we watching them double KD in the middle of the court because they
Anywhere,
don't
anywhere
because
anywhere he touches it, they're
So like
doubling. It don't
they're
even matter.
they're firing him anywhere right now because of how the Rockets are set up. I'm saying if Fred was in, that wouldn't be able to be the case
because you have another I see what
because
you're
he's
saying.
another dynamic piece. Right
Yeah.
now they can
But
fire
also a
KD.
good shooter. They don't have no
Yeah,
shooters right now
right. They can fire KD wherever.
The only guy I'm respecting right now that's getting serious minutes is Jabari. That's the only guy I'm respecting right now. Jabari been shooting lights out for the past month and a half. Like he been really in that gym he really been in that gym with Easy Money Sniper. Like his whole jump shot, everything.
All right,
Like
playing solid basketball. But I
he's the
mean, right
only guy
now,
I'm
right
respecting.
now,
Tori
they're
Eason, I'm not respecting. I'm not
he had
respecting no
one night
Kogi that
one. He
much.
had a good game one.
Like I'm not respecting no Kogi that much. I respect Reed Shepard, but like you just said, Kobe played 11 minutes, so he's not even in the game. Segun, you see the night he doesn't want to shoot the ball. It's a pump fake, and he just doesn't want to shoot. We know Amin Thompson. We've been wanting him to try to get something, at least a midi. I see he got the teardrop now, and the little push shot a little bit, but that ain't gonna really be enough, especially with a point guard on the floor. Because, like you said, P, he's not a he's not a point guard, and he's being forced to think too much since they're trying to make him the point guard, and that's not his strong suit. His strong suit is just be athletic and
Yeah,
just
it's
do
like
that.
as we said, is I pulled up some film to watch. It's like the lake, and I wish. Can I share my screen or not?
you probably can. Yeah, you can share it.
I don't think it give me the
Um,
option on here.
let me see. You probably should have it. I can't see what your screen
Yeah,
look like.
I don't think you can.
I was about to say if I can't, it's cool. But I don't think it give me the option. Oh wait, maybe I can. Hold on, I think I could.
Is your phone? Let me see your screen.
Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it.
Alright, you
I found it. Yeah. Wait,
I would
where
have
is?
to put it up there, but just let me know when you got it.
Oh wait, it's making me do. My
It's
bad.
probably going to ask you to select like whatever it is you're playing it off of.
It made me. I had to open up the settings on my thing. Can
There you
y'all
go.
see? Y'all can see.
Yeah.
Y'all can see. Everybody shirt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I'm saying right here. Right. This is a prime example of like if Fred Van Fleet's on the floor. So here, right. Boom. Oh, that's bad. And I hope they didn't get Katie that turnover because that's Sengun's fault. But
That
next
was a quick
possession here.
start.
So boom. Katie got the ball center of the floor. As you can see, Luke's looking at JJ. Do I need to go now? Go now. But if Fred's on the floor, one, you stay there, that's a three. But Jabari see Luke go, so he do what? Cut. Not a bad cut. But if this is Fred, this play is made. But that's sloppy. Now let's rewind. If Fred Van Fleet's on the floor, instead of KD having a ball here, this is probably Fred. And let's just say, let's forget the shot clock here for a second. But this is Fred. And we will have KD over here, and this would be Jabari or
Um,
whatever.
would you say that would be a men, and then Jabari on the far side where Okogie is?
It really don't matter either one. It could be either one because they both kind of similar in what they do. But this would be Fred when Sengun coming to set this ball screen, KD off the ball. So as Fred's coming off here, Sengun's rolling, pinned down to bring KD up. Now KD gets it in the middle of the floor with basically all the defense below the free throw line. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in this situation, you can fire KD wherever you want because you got a lot of people that's not used to making quick decisions. Like this needs to be a shot.
I was about to say, should that be the shot?
Like this needs to be a shot. But the thing is the shot that he should have taken. My bad. Good dunk, Brian. Or layup. The shot that he should have taken is right here. Why are you running? Stay
Yeah.
there. Stay there. Let KD make the pass. If Marcus Smart comes out, you want more. If
I
you
will
fake
say,
and goes
I
back,
will
you
say, do you think because like we know how great Marcus Smart is defensively, his IQ and everything.
yep.
So let me know what's your like. So what do you think it should be? I'm pretty sure you'll say a men drive and whatnot. So say Jabari stays there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Smart is gonna pick Jabari and leave him in the corner. But Aiton, he got his back turned, so it is like a. So
It's a
say a
two
men
on one.
drive. That's a so a
It's
men
a two
drive.
on one.
So a men drives and he can go up or
Not
what?
even.
Up to say going.
If Jabari
Because he
stays
gonna come up anyway. He comes up anyway.
right. So listen. So like here we go. Let's run it back. So boom. If Jabari stays right here, right? Jabari stays right here. When Luke comes on this fire, KD fires it there. Jabari can rise a little bit to make the pass easier. So that makes this rotation for Marcus Smart. He has to make a decision. Either you take the ball because of shot clock and you just get a closeout, or you leave the ball and say, Jabari, you just got to hit it. Marcus Smart is very smart. Who's a better 3-point shooter? Jabari Smith. He's probably going to take the ball. Then Amin Thompson gets a wide open shot. But that's better than this.
Is it really
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you JJ, you living.
If you're
a
JJ,
men
this is my
Thompson?
thing.
I'm living with that shot.
That's
No,
that's what he's saying though. You
that's
living
what
with
I'm
that.
saying though. That's what I'm saying though.
Oh, I thought you were saying better for the Rockets.
No, the possession, if they would have just hit Jabari, that is better for the Rockets than what they're
Okay.
doing right here.
But
Because
then but then Marcus is going to fly to. Can you go back like 5 seconds?
yep.
So this is so there we
So
go right
freeze
here.
right
Yep,
here.
freeze.
Freeze.
So what he's saying is KD is going to hit Jabari if Jabari stays, which he should have. This is a bad play by Jabari. Marcus is going to fire like you're saying, B, and it is a better possession for the Rockets. But what he's saying is to the Lakers' point. Marcus being the smart defender that he is, he knows that Jabari's a better shooter. I'm living with the men. Now, obviously, DeAndre Ayton's back is turned, but I trust that DeAndre Ayton is going to be able to read what's happening. He's going to see the pass go to
Yeah.
Jabari. He's going to turn his hips. He's going to turn his body. He's perfect position because you're expecting that Amin is probably going to cut next. Amin is probably
Yeah.
going to cut behind Marcus Smart
He's
after
not staying
Marcus
there to
Smart
shoot.
fires.
Which he does.
Exactly.
But this is the thing right here. And this is why I say, Cole, what Jabari did is not necessarily bad. Because he did the right thing. He cut. He made Marcus Smart come up. Amin Thompson needs to stay put.
This is where I hate this. Yeah, this is where I just simply hate about a men's game. Like this is a
I'm
tray
saying
ball in the corner.
exactly.
This is a tray ball in the corner.
But this
Nine times
is
out of ten.
Exactly.
not
So this is
to
what
your
I'm
point. To
saying.
your point, this is a tray ball in the corner. But to P's point, if Fred VanVleet is on the court, actually, Amin Thompson is probably a Kogi,
No,
and
no,
that's
no,
and
no,
that's
no, no.
and
This is my point. If Fred VanVleet's on the floor, Amin Thompson is Kevin
uh
Durant. Amin Thompson is Kevin. So this is what I was saying earlier. If
Mm.
if Fred VanVleet was on the floor, Fred VanVleet would be Kevin Durant here. This is where Fred would be. KD would be here, Jabari would be here, and probably a min over here. Kogi wouldn't be on the floor.
right.
So on this, we either set the ball screen and we have ball screen read because I doubt they would be doubling Fred, right? So it would be a ball screen read. Fred comes off of this ball screen read with Sengun.
Okay.
Sengun's rolling here. Sengun's rolling weak side. So that means you have Jabari and you got KD on his backside. Well, they gotta play this. They gotta play this pick and roll with Jabari and Fred. With
Mhm.
Fred and Sengun.
Fred
You
is
gotta
saying,
play
yeah.
it. So you gotta tag and help from somewhere. So you fight over or in drop coverage. You gotta take. You gonna leave this 2-on-1 on the backside. Somebody got tagged. Marcus
I
Smart's
just
gonna
feel
have
like I feel like you're going to disregard a man on the perimeter with that's exact setup that you just said too. Like when you said that's
so
going to be
that's
KD.
so
So
this
it's
is what
like
I'm saying, right? This is where it makes it different. I'm gonna make this this is where it makes it different, right? So say you disregard a men, right? And the men's in this strong side corner right here, right? This is Bron. If Bron goes and disregards a man, at that point, a man has nobody here. A man back cuts is a dunk. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's why Fred VanVleet being on the floor makes such a difference because now you get KD off the ball in space to get wide open, easier shots. And then you have a man being able to be his brother and just read whatever's happening to where he can cut, he can flash, he can be a slasher, get on the board. You get Sengun out of this just bad space right here, and you bring him up a little higher and put him in some actions where he can still play in the middle of the floor, but now he can be, on a move and still leave space for other people to make plays. Jabari and KD can be spaced because they're your best off the ball shooters at the time. And they would just have better spacing and better movement. Emeke could run some different stuff. So I think if Fred was in this series, it would be a lot different. But that's the same with Luca and AR. If they were in this series, it would be a lot different.
I like that.
Like Fred Van
Yeah.
Fleet,
See something like that, Cole. Like we can even if it ain't live, we can do stuff like that.
We can probably honestly, yeah, that you can't do a live. You can't do a live because
Yeah,
it's
like
gonna
if
be
it's on you,
copyright.
like
But
that,
if
yeah,
it's already on YouTube, then yes,
we can
you
do that
can
for. I think we should do that for basketball and football. Like,
but
you can definitely get
isn't it copyright for sound though, or for isn't it for
yeah,
sound?
I'm cool with us. Yeah, it's for sound. It's
Okay,
not
I
the
think
video. It's the
copyrighted
sound.
for sound of the video.
Yes,
So if we like
copyrighted is the sound. It's not the
if we
video.
chop and play, like we chop it up, boom, stop, chop, play,
Yeah,
talk, chop, I don't think it would get copyrighted.
and
But
when
I
we
think
start talking,
I have to go
we
back
can
and
just
look
turn
at.
it up. We can just take it up.
I'm
We can
gonna
just
have to
take it
go.
off the screen when we start talking sometimes. But
I'm gonna have to go back and look at the one from the
but I always thought that's what copyright was. I remember I remember when I used to stream. My stream, they wouldn't delete my stream or anything, but when I would stream, like my whole stream would go mute for the copyright parts.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the one from
Arkansas.
Arkansas, Alabama, yeah, and see exactly what they gave us. Because they only gave us like they didn't jack it or nothing. They let it play, but they asked me to remove that portion. So like that little like 10-minute span that we had watched the game, they asked me to remove it.
Mm-hmm.
it was probably for
And then and then they took the copyright symbol away because I just took out that 10 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be
man,
something, especially for playoffs. I think that'd be something we can, whenever we do go live on game days,
for
and
sure,
have those,
for sure.
especially when I
For
got
sure.
Coach P.
Yeah, gotta take advantage. Gotta learn. Um, we do got something cool tomorrow. This is what I was over here cooking up. Um, telling y'all now. I'll text the chat soon. We gonna go same way we go GRG Sports. Then we gonna go GRG flag on the play tomorrow.
With who?
Um, huh?
With who?
Probably Trent, Donnie. I don't know who else they gonna bring.
Oh, I hope
Um,
they bring Earl.
Oh yeah, he
Probably
was
not.
crazy.
Probably not. Cause he be there for their NFL show. He don't be there for their college show. They doing like a college. They didn't how they do the college show once a week. They didn't do the
Yeah,
college show
yeah,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They didn't do the college show this week on Monday
Yeah.
on Monday because Trent was at
We
WrestleMania.
excited for tomorrow.
No, for sure. That's what I was trying to cook up because Trent had texted me and asked me if we was gonna pull up for the show, and I was like, we can, but we're gonna have to get up there early because our show at 8:30. He was like, all right. I was like, well, we might as well just we gonna do the same thing because we was probably gonna talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying, NBA or whatever, but obviously with draft being on Thursday, it was probably gonna be more NFL and college football focused.
What time the draft start on tomorrow? 8 or 7
I guess it is tomorrow.
It
NFL
says
draft.
nah, the draft start. It says 6:37 start.
Eastern
Like
time or
yeah,
Central.
Eastern time. I think the pre-show's at 6:30, and then they
Yeah.
start kicking off at like picks at
Start
7.
time
So
8
when we,
p.m.
so when we, so yes, and but so when we start, like we would do the pregame and stuff, right? Or no, we just
You
We
said
probably
8,
started like
you said 8
7:30.
p.m. code is when it
Yeah,
start.
probably.
My
Yeah,
fault. I'm thinking Central time. My bad.
yeah. No, we probably started. We probably started 7:30.
No,
Get in a couple minutes before 7:30, 7:40.
I'll be
Get in a
thinking.
couple minutes before the start. Huh?
Be thinking all time is Central time.
yeah
Yeah,
7 7 Central time.
Yeah, my
yeah.
fault.
So we probably start 7:30, 7:40 ish or whatever. Get in a couple minutes before it start. Be ready for that first pick. Get ready for Mendoza to go
Bro,
to
what if they take Ty
Vegas.
Simpson, bro?
Huh?
What if they take Ty Simpson, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, we gonna go ahead and end the stream if they do that. We
Like
just
if they,
gonna we
like
just gonna
what if Brady take Ty Simpson, bro, and say I see something different?
I wouldn't be surprised. Ty Simpson is my number one quarterback in this. So.
I don't think
Like,
I don't think they would let him do it though.
like what
We
if the,
going to do.
what if they did something crazy like traded for Cam Ward?
I'm interested to see when we do it because I've got to. That's insane. He's not even on. He's off limits literally.
What if
Like
they did something
he's
wicked?
he's literally off limits. Like it's certain guys that's off limits. You know, even if they're going into year 2, like they're just simply off limits.
Hey
Like team
yo,
invested too much into him already.
I ain't gonna lie, draft day trade. Somebody slide back, send Shador to Vegas to be to have a battle with Mendoza. Hey, that's Brady guy.
Todd Monken ain't letting
I
that.
ain't, I don't even care for that Brady guy stuff no more. If he was his guy, he wouldn't. Ain't
He
here.
wouldn't let it happen in the
Monken,
first place.
Todd Monken ain't letting that slide.
Yeah, you know, Cole, where I'm going with this. He would have. He
Yeah.
would be in Vegas right now.
I can't necessarily say that. Dude. I feel you, B, but
I'm
I
not
can't say
here.
that
I'm
though.
not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
I don't think he
That
had
man
enough
Brady
pull
and
yet.
them set him.
No,
He
He
I,
wasn't.
set him
no,
past
I
him.
don't even think it was about pool. You know what I think it's about? Like honestly, no matter
I'm not
how
ready to say
much.
Paul or
No, no,
whole
no,
organization was going to listen to Brady about a
no, no, no.
quarterback pick.
I don't think it's about pool. I think honestly, it's about no matter how much Shador is his guy. At the end of the day, this enterprise and organization is bigger than you being my guy.
And it ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with that. It got everything to do with Brady as a person. And that told me everything I needed to know. And I say that because of when that thing happened with Bill Belichick, what Brady comments was about it.
Hey, last question. It just came across my screen. I just seen Dame on the sidelines with Portland.
Overrated.
If Dame is healthy,
No,
does that change Portland?
no,
Overrated.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Dame in Portland no more.
no,
I
no,
don't like Dame.
no.
Oh,
How you
hmm.
at this point from the trajectory is going, you better off keeping school as your
I just
point
think
guard over
he's
there.
overrated. Like I truly. That's one.
I never been mad at that. It depends on the people you talk to where they have them ranked at when you say overrated.
I'm just saying. I like. That's one player that I've never understood the hype. Like I've never like.
Are you a Jalen Brunson before you got here? Are you a Jalen Brunson fan?
No,
Thank you.
no, I'm not. I've never understood the hype of Dame Brunson. Like I've been saying that for years. Like I've
I know
not
you probably. I don't know how you feel about it. You probably won't like him then. So,
who
what do you feel like the difference is? Who you think is the better point guard, Trey Young or Jalen Brunson?
Trey Young.
You think it's close?
Better point guard is Trey Young.
I
Do
had
I
to ask
think?
that because people be saying better score and everything, like trading average 30 before too. So it's like
I mean, what Jalen Brunson has done the same. I don't. Oh yeah.
Trey Young never had defenders all around him like Jalen Brunson has, and he
Well, I'm just,
still
no, what I'm
been
saying
like
is Trey Young's done the same thing that Jalen Brunson has done. He's been to an Eastern Conference Finals. He's led his team to Eastern Conference Finals.
he's never had the defense either.
Right. And if I recall, Trey Young has had more success versus Jalen Brunson in the playoffs than he's had versus him.
Yeah.
So
We think it would be a little different for Trey Young in Atlanta if they would have sooner, did something similar to what the Knicks did with Jalen Brunson, giving him defenders, all of like, giving him
I
like a lot of
think I
I've
think
never been a big fan of Trey Young's situation in Atlanta.
I've never
I
been a
hate it.
fan of it. I've never been a fan of his situation. I do think Atlanta tried to copy the model of Houston for Trey Young, and I just don't. I don't. I mean, like him and Harden are just different players.
Yeah.
And I think Trey Young, for a lot of other reasons, got slack that he probably didn't deserve because of how quickly Luca and Dennis Smith Jr. when he was in Dallas kind of like hit a and
Yeah.
like Trey Young was with him, and then the public had to pick because
That's
all
kind
of
of how I
y'all.
look at it now. I don't like how people forget after a year or a season. Like one of my guys I'm big on that Cole, but I think I said something to you about it. I don't remember. Like it's just bad how people talk about him now. It's De'Aaron Fox. Like less
Yeah,
than 2 seasons ago, he just wasn't arguably a
Yeah, I
top
think he's
six, top
getting.
seven point guard.
I
And
I think he's
missed it.
getting
I
some of his
missed the
respect
De'Aaron
back.
Fox slender. What happened?
I
What I
think
missed?
he's getting some of his respect back
you
now.
said what, P?
No, I said I missed the De'Aaron Fox slender. What I missed?
It's like De'Aaron Fox basically how like people like majority people they don't think he's a top 10 point guard anymore. Like it's like they're saying Jalen Brunson's better. Like it's just like those things where I'm just like it's been a
And
year. It's been a
they
year
got
or a year and a
fair.
half.
They got fair
Jalen
arguments.
Brunson is not better than De'Aaron Fox.
I'm
Never
not saying
has
that.
been, never will
I'm
be.
not saying that. I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying people that are saying that have fair arguments based off of what De'Aaron Fox has produced or has shown in production. So to say it is not
He's
crazy,
always gave you top level production before he got to San Antonio.
right? Him individually is giving you top level production, but what has that led to for his organization or his team?
He was
When
the only he was the
you're
only
the
bright spot
guy,
in Sacramento, and they made the
and
playoffs
that's
two, three
fair.
times.
That's fair. When you're the guy in a franchise that you're building, and you have other guys that are doing the same thing. I mean, Luca goes to Dallas, he has to turn that thing around quick. He does. Jalen Brunson goes to
I
New
look
York.
I
Jalen
look at
Brunson
De'Aaron
turns. Hold on.
Fox.
Jalen
I look at
Brunson turns.
De'Aaron Fox situation like I look at not the exact same. Stay with me. I look at De'Aaron Fox situation the way I look at Melo situation in Denver. Reason I say that only the thing I'm saying about that is how the team got better
Well, you
and
said
they
Carmelo
became
Anthony
a
situation in Denver.
He said Melo in Denver.
I'm talking about what I mean by that. What I mean by
P,
that is how the team.
why when we do late night episodes, Melo
What
be the topic of
listen,
conversation, bro.
listen. What I mean, I don't know what I don't know what y'all be doing with Melo. But what I mean by that is saying how the team progressively got better year by year, and then they blew it up too early. I think they blew it up too early. Whereas though when they wasn't too far away, and they blew it up too early, like you maybe two pieces away or something like that, and you just blew it up.
Hold on,
Hold on,
De'Aaron
hold on,
Fox.
hold on.
Go ahead, B.
You do realize what Carmelo Anthony did in Denver when he first got there, right? Like immediately.
Hey, it was crazy. That's why I say I'm talking about far as how they were like they kept getting better, and then you only needed like one or two more pieces, and then they just blew everything up.
No. They were immediately like elite when he got there. They
I'm
were
going off what
50.
Melo said. How Melo said year by year they was giving him a piece, and then he said they
He
needed
was
one more
talking about
piece or another
a
piece.
piece for championships, not
Right.
better. They were a Western Conference. The Sacramento Kings were never in contention for Western Conference Finals. Nothing. They were in contention for a play-in and first round. Melo was talking about getting better with pieces of like we're about to achieve breaking through the Lakers, breaking through the Spurs, breaking through that the I mean even Dallas at the time. Like he was talking about that portion of like breaking through and piece by piece of being champions, not being contenders. They were already contenders. Like
Right.
De'Aaron Fox is more similar to Luca in Dallas, Jalen Brunson in the Knicks, I mean, even Trey Young and Atlanta and
Well, I wouldn't even say that because, like I say, I hate those guys' situations. Like De'Aaron Fox, they were slowly starting to give him things around him, and then he just blew everything up. Like when you had Keegan Murray, you had Sabonis, all those
because
guys.
that
Like
wasn't going. I mean, it proved that it wasn't going to get done. Like I mean, they ran that team for what 4 years, 3 4 years.
was it four? Cole?
Something like that. It was the last year of it was 24-25. The first year of it, I think, was something like the 2021 or two season.
It's funny
Whenever
seeing
it's
out of
whenever
all of
they
those guys,
whenever
Malik
they
Monk is the one
traded
still there.
whenever they traded Hallie to the Pacers, whenever that was,
22, 21.
21.
that's 21. So it's 2020. That would be
No, no,
24.
no, no, no.
And
Yeah.
De'Aaron's been gone for 2 years now. So yeah, like
So you had 3 years of trying to see if that's going to work. I mean, bruh,
they
like
became
bruh,
I think it was a 2 seed like the year before he left or something like that.
there was a what?
I think it was a 2 seed.
No, sir.
There was a
What
what?
was it? 20. I think they finished like as a second or third seed, one like 2023 or 2022. I don't know which year it was. That's why I said correct me if I'm wrong.
I got you. Because
Yeah, 22, 23. They finished as a 3 seed.
22-23 finished as a 3 seed
And
and
De'Aaron Fox left in 23, 24.
they lost to a 6 seed Warrior team in the first round. Like I said before.
P. 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 Is that
What?
not the year the Warriors won the championship?
I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm saying if you're talking about we're talking about organizations and franchises and front offices. If we're the 3 seed and we lose to a 6 seed, that no, we wasn't really talking about the Warriors going to the chip. Curry just went off. Curry just said, you know what? Everybody count me out. They don't think I can do it no more. They don't think I won't do it anymore. I'm going to just go off and show you that I will. And
And
write
then
history.
and then
It
he
wasn't
played
nobody
74.
beating them. It wasn't
No, no, no,
nobody.
no. To your point, that's okay. But then in 2023, 2024, he played 74 games and they don't make the playoffs.
So it's like I really like De'Aaron Fox. I'm not against De'Aaron Fox. I'm just saying people saying that De'Aaron Fox is not a top 10 point guard is not crazy. But it's like, I mean, he got to come in around 9, 10, maybe 11, could be 8. And you got to factor in all the guys. Like you got to put Curry in there.
I mean,
Yeah.
statistically, if people want to do that statistically, that's fine. But for what I look at as far as a basketball player, point guard, it's just I'm not doing it.
I mean, is he better
For
than
what
Shea?
I De'Aaron?
Yeah.
No,
Is he better than Kyrie?
no,
Is he better than Curry?
no,
Is he better than Luka?
no.
That's 4. Was that 5 or 4? That's 5 right there.
4?
That's
Is he
5
better
right
than
there.
Hallie?
Yes.
He better than Hallie at what?
I'm taking De'Aaron over Allen.
Okay, now I gotta ask you why. And this one I
It's
want,
just
I
that's
want to preface.
personal.
I want to preface why I'm asking you why. De'Aaron Fox was the lead dog in Sacramento, and they had to choose between Hallie and De'Aaron. They sent Hallie away and take pretty much everything that the Pacers had that Hallie could have used. Put Hallie in a situation that De'Aaron was in. Yet Hallie he gets that team to a finals, and De'Aaron couldn't do that, or didn't do that, and
That's
didn't do
fine.
that. So I asked you how, if your process of why De'Aaron is as good as he is, but Halliburton literally did what you would expect De'Aaron to do in the same amount of time, might I add. Why are you taking De'Aaron
Less
over
time.
Hallie?
Less time. Way less time.
Less, well,
Considerably less time.
yeah, less time. why are you taking De'Aaron over Hallie when he's proven and shown that he's better?
And the
It's
reason
just
I had to,
personal
and the
opinion for
reason
me.
I
That's
have to
fine.
agree with you
Because if you're
here
going
is
off of
this
that
is a little
logic, you
different.
would have Hadley over multiple guys that you just named. If that would be the case,
I have Hallie up in my list,
oh,
but
see,
he's not
then it's
he's
fine for
not
me.
over he's not over
I don't
all the
know where
guys that
Kobe
I
have
said.
him,
All right, all
but
right,
like,
all right. Let's finish the list. So you already said you're not better than Shea, not better than Luca, not better than Steph.
I'm
Is he
better than
better than
Kyrie.
Cade? Not better. He's better than Hallie. Is he better than Cade?
no,
Okay, is he better than Maxi?
I read no, not anymore. No,
Is he better than is he better than Trey?
that's been one I've always been stuck on.
Okay, we'll get back to that one. Is he better than James?
No,
So we got
Let's keep it a
Shea.
buck. Let's call it a spade. Is he better than John Morant?
yes, I'm not doing that. Yes,
So he's better than. So he's not better than Shea. He's not better than Luca. He's not better than Steph. He's not better than Cade. He's not better than Maxi. He's not better than Trey.
He's not
He's
better than
not better than
Kyrie.
James. Not better than Kyrie.
That's 9.
that's 8.
That's 8.
That's 8.
Better than Melo.
Let's say LaMelo. I don't want to.
LaMelo. Is he better than LaMelo? Sorry, I'm not even looking at y'all. I got a different
No, you
screen. I
good.
got point.
I just want to say
You know
LaMelo.
how big,
No.
you know
I
how
know I couldn't see no faces. I couldn't see no faces. I'm saying
you know how big of a Melo guy I am. I'm still going to probably take Fox right now.
okay, is he better than Jamal Murray?
No.
I am taking him.
You're taking him over Jamal?
I am. That's just me.
Better than Drew Holiday?
Yes. That's just me.
Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. Hey, bruh. It's game.
I hate how
It's
I hate
game
how fast people
recognized
I hate
game.
how fast people memories fade when when he goes to a new team in a year and a half and
No
he's not the
memories
franchise
fading.
anymore. Like it
No
definitely
memories
faded.
fading. Jamal Murray? Come on, bro.
Was you saying Jamal Murray is better than De'Aaron Fox 3 years ago?
Yes.
I hate you for that.
Why?
I hate you
Why?
for that.
Why do you hate me for that when it
If
was
3 years ago you were saying Jamal Murray was better than De'Aaron Fox, you literally was going on for that playoff run.
that's literally the one thing we're talking about that De'Aaron Fox hasn't done, which is what you're mad about, that Sacramento broke up because he didn't do it in the time frame that he had allotted to him. Yeah, Jamal Murray did it, and it's a problem that I'm picking Jamal
So out of
Murray
all
over
these names that you, so out of all these, so out of all these names that Kobe just named, De'Aaron Fox is the only one that hasn't done it in the playoff.
Wait, you
Go over
talk
the list.
about
Hold on,
you
wait.
talking
Go
about
over the list again. Curry,
okay.
done it.
Shea,
Kyrie,
Luca.
Shay's done it.
Luca
Luka's
got
done
there. Steph got there.
it, clearly.
Cade, you said he was better than Cade. You said Cade was better than him.
Yeah, no, but
Maxi,
I'm talking about for what Pete's talking about with playoffs and everything.
For what I'm talking about, Kyrie, Steph, Luca, Trey. Who else we name? Jamal.
uh, yeah,
Who else I'm missing? Shay,
Harden,
Harden. That's 7. That's 7 of the
That's
9 we named.
6.
Drew Holiday.
That's 7.
You named 6.
Luca,
No, we was at
Steph,
8. We was at 8.
Kyrie. Halliburton's in it. Well, he didn't say Halliburton was better, but I picked Halliburton. So Luca, Steph, Kyrie, Shea, James, Jamal Murray, Tyrese Halliburton. That's 7. Trey Young. That's 8. You picked Cade, which is the guy that hadn't done it, but you picked Cade over him.
Yeah.
You pick Maxi over him.
You pick Maxi over him, another guy that hasn't done it. All the
So
eight
the
I
only
picked,
one you missing is Halliburton.
the
So
eight
you
I
still at
picked.
9.
Well, two of them that y'all named, I didn't think was. I'm taking Fox over him. So it's
Who was the other one?
Jamal.
So you
But
at
out of
8?
the eight, or out of
Yeah,
the
I was at
nine,
8.
the 8 or 9 I picked, they all have done it, and he hasn't.
Derek White better?
No,
I ain't mad at that. Derek White ain't
I
never had
mean,
the lead. Derek White
I
ain't
just
never had
wanted
the
to.
lead.
No,
And
I just wanted to hear it.
I mean, Derek White do got a gold medal. De'Aaron Fox don't got one of them either. So.
Derek White got to chill.
Ain't got one of them too.
like it's
Oh, no,
like
no.
it's only
That's the other one. No, no,
like it's
no, no.
only
You
so
said,
much
hold
like
on.
it's only
You said,
so
hold
much that
on.
he could do for us as a team
Nah,
thing because
he
the
said
one
Drew
time De'Aaron Fox
Holiday.
made
He said Drew
no,
Holiday
and
too.
I said I wouldn't
Right,
too.
you said no. I
Like
would
the
say
one
Drew
time,
Holiday's better.
the only time De'Aaron Fox has made the playoffs, he averaged almost 30.
I think
The only
somebody's
time he
watching the
made.
video from early. Like I think somebody's watching it like back, like behind us.
Well, for what they commented.
What is your
Yeah.
point? What was your point in bringing that up?
No, I'm talking about far as you saying guys got it done. Like I'm pretty sure all of them guys don't have a ring or championship, or all of them haven't been to the finals. But you're going off
Yes,
of
they
you're going off.
literally have been to the conference finals or the finals, or they have a championship. All of them that we just named. Every last one of them, except for the ones that you picked over him that haven't done it, just like him. Every last one of them has either been conference finals, finals, or championship. And he has yet to be out of the first round. Bro ain't even made the semifinals.
Team thing at that point, man. If I show up when I make it to the playoffs, is what else can I do? If I
You
show
know
up
I'm
when I get to
usually
the if I show up when I get to the
I'm usually
playoffs,
with you
I
on this,
don't know.
B. You know I'm usually with you on this in football. Basketball a little bit different. Basketball a little bit different, bro.
That's
Basketball,
My basketball,
basketball.
I know basketball, but not near football. So I'm not mad at you being with me for football and not basketball.
nasty, son.
Hey,
And I've always been a
basketball,
big De'Aaron Fox. I've always been a big De'Aaron
football.
Fox fan. So
Hey, football. I can't get one another with none of that Brock Purdy shit. I can't get none. I can't get near none of that with P. But in basketball, all that is a team game. It is a team game. It's 5 people on the court. But hey, hey,
I'm not gonna lie. In
you the one
basketball,
with,
you can most definitely take over a game way easier than you can.
like, come on, bro.
you can
Like,
And De'Aaron Fox just hasn't done
to a
that enough.
certain extent. That's
And
why he went 7.
Halliburton has.
All right,
so
bro.
if folks was talking about Curry was cooked when he made that championship run, bro. Like,
Motherfucker scored 15 points in the game and hit a game winning shot. He took over. Like I hate niggas. Like I hate niggas. I hate niggas.
Hey, you
Finished the
notice
game
how
with 15 points in the
hey,
game winner, and I took over the game.
you
Like,
notice
what are
how
we talking about?
notice how he ain't mentioned the other stats that was in double digits too. He ain't mentioned them other stats that was in double digits too, huh?
hey, bro.
How many times do you think Tyrese Halliburton had double-digit assists in the playoffs?
I don't
It's
know.
less than you thought. It's less than you think.
I'm not
Hey.
saying it's more than anything. I'm just saying
You just said I'm leaving out double. You just said I'm leaving out double-digit stats.
I'm just saying,
Hey.
bro. If 15
Hey,
get the job done,
you reading box like you reading the box score like we ain't watched them games. And listen, Pia tell you,
I watched him
I was not.
disappear like 3 times.
Hey, and his team kept him in it. And what he do in the biggest moment? I won't even the biggest Halliburton guy.
Out of here, bro.
I won't even the biggest Halliburton guy. But you making me cope for Halliburton right now, which I don't like. You making me cope for Halliburton at 3:30 in the morning. I don't like that. I don't like.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm just glad he not saying what others have said.
Hey,
because of that. Hey, bro.
I'm literally sitting like I hate niggas, dog. I'm sitting here watching, bro. I'm sitting here watching this
Bro,
this
said,
whole
"Is he
this
better
this
than
whole
KD?"
I'm sitting here watching this whole Thunder series. Like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I'm sitting here watching this whole Thunder series, bro. Nothing y'all can say about watching the game live can convince me that a man with these numbers played good basketball.
He
you
did.
Man, go
You
out there and
talking
give
about
me 4 points.
you talking
Four
about on the
points and like
cap?
7 assists. 4 points and like 7 assists in game 5. Are we
You talk,
serious?
you talking about Hallie on cap strain?
He couldn't even walk, bro. Like
You talking
what?
about Hallie on cap strain?
He played 36 minutes.
You talking about Hallie on cap strain?
I see what I see what type niggas y'all is.
Go, bro, call it spit. Let me. Okay, let me.
We
Hold
gonna
on.
play. We
Hold
gonna
on. Hold
play.
on.
We gonna play.
Hold on.
And when I play like ass, we gonna use the injury. Don't
Hold
play
on.
then.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
He didn't miss minutes. He played 36 minutes.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
If you gonna have the injury excuse, don't play. When you
Nobody got.
play bad and when you play good with that injury, don't try to be like we go crazy. Oh my god, he just killed with the injury. Then when he played bad, we said he hurt, bro. Like we, bro, get out of here with that bullshit, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey, bro. Tyrese Halliburton's a bad man, bro. Tyrese Halliburton's a bad guy, bro. He really.
Talking about why I'm leaving out double digit stats. Man had 10 assists one time in the final. Wait, man, watch out, bro.
Hey, bro.
They only play 7 games,
Watch
bro.
out, bro. Watch out, bro. We see guys. We see a guy go give
Yeah,
us
they
12 and
play
10 right now. We see a guy go give us 12 and 10 right now. 12-8. But
Hey,
man,
my girl watching the stream.
yeah,
She
let's
from
wrap it
Sacramento.
up, bro.
My girl watching the stream. She from Sacramento. She just texted me. She said that broke ankle ass boy talking about talking about the air five. Hey,
Bro,
they were
bro,
like they were like
when
don't
you
rock with
leave,
that dude,
bro,
bro.
when you leave a city, the way it get from the hometown fans, it get treacherous when you leave a city.
Bro, they
Like
not
it gets
going,
so
bro.
bad. Like it gets so bad, it's not even funny.
Hey,
Tyrese Halliburton elite,
We
bro.
watched that in real time, and it's so bad. Remember when we was? I don't know how old you was, P, but I was a young nigga. I remember when LeBron first left Cleveland, and that's your state. I remember how they was treating that man.
I I remember it
And
like it was. I remember like it was yesterday. I really wasn't tripping.
I wasn't there. How bad was the city really talking about LeBron when he left?
It was the city was. I mean, the city of Cleveland was like hurt for real. But like, you got to think about it like this.
Niggas like fuck Bron.
Nah, because you got to understand how much money LeBron James generated for
for the
businesses
city.
for the city. It was bigger than just him playing in the Cavaliers uniform or playing for the Cap. Like he kept businesses alive. He kept business booming. People going to mom and pop shops. People just pouring into different things because his name's associated with it or with it. So when you go about it and how he did it of being at the Boys and Girls Club and spending 2.5 hours on ESPN of really nothing. If you go back and watch the decision, it's 2 hours of us just staring at him having a meaningless conversation with somebody that it doesn't even matter. Just for him at the end of 2 hours to say, I'm taking my talents to South Beach in front of all the little kids that's there, right? At one of those mom and pop shop bars that meant
Man,
something to the city. So like that's why they were hurt. If Braun would have just been like, you know what, free agency here, I'm gonna look at all my options. Oh, I'm going to Miami. People would have been like, all right, cool, like we get that. It's how he went about it, and then also the impact that it killed on the city because you gotta think he leaves, he's gone, and the city really don't get back up again until Baker Mayfield come and he start doing progressive, and the Browns start winning, and money start coming back in. So then the Browns do whatever they do with Baker. So Brian, okay, all right, now I've learned how to win championships. I'll bring that back. So now we love you. So it's like it was more than just like him just leaving. Like in that sense.
was you still staying in Ohio when he came back to Cleveland?
Yeah, I was in college.
What was it like when he came back?
Oh, the city was lit. I mean, just the state. The state was happy because again, you're bringing back multi billions of dollars, bro. Like, and that's what people don't understand. But like, LeBron generates billions of dollars, bro. Are you talking about arena that went from being sold out every night, bars, every time the Cavs played? People driving from all over the state to go watch, bro. Just see if they can get near the arena. They ain't even trying to get into the game. You got people pulling up just to the arena to watch the game in their car on their phone to drive back to whatever city they came from.
Arenas, bars, restaurants.
Bars, like all that. Like people just happy to be outside and look at it on the glass. Like
I be understanding the pain, but I've learned in most sports when a guy that was big on the team or got drafted to a team leaves, like whether it was his choice or not, like the way the city talk about it, like treat him, it just be like
and it's different. Like
that's just a fan thing. I think
that's
it's
his
just bad.
hometown. He ain't just get drafted to his city. He was at home. Like he literally has walked those streets for 18 years. He done played in that arena more than the Cavs players that was on the roster at that time that played in that arena. Bro was coming to my city in high school in Dayton and selling out the University of Dayton in high school. Like when I say he was generating money for the state of Ohio, like I'm dead serious.
Since he was like 15, 14.
Bro, since he was in the 8th grade, when they finished second place in nationals in the 8th grade, he came back to high school. They played 1 year of high school games at St. Vincent St. Mary. Every year after that, it was University of Akron, Ohio State, University of Dayton, Cleveland Cavaliers Arena. They may have played 2 games at actual St. Vincent St. Mary, maybe. Because it was too packed. Like if they
Man,
was playing anybody remotely good, they had to play somewhere else. If they was playing somebody like, just cool in the conference or whatever, right, they would go schedule some games that they place. But after their sophomore year, they went on the national schedule for a regular high school. We ain't talking about no prep, no academy, no nothing. It was regular, like St. Vincent St. Mary. People talk about it. Like, if you pull up to St. Vincent St. Mary, bro, you're gonna be like, oh, this it? Like it's a regular high
and
school.
they was bumping with Oak Hill.
And they bumping with the best of modern day Oak Hill, like Sunrise Park,
Teams
like
that's nationally recruiting.
nationally recruited, nationally like he brought Adidas. He changed his whole the high school of St. Vincent Mary had no brand. They was Russell. They didn't have. He brought Adidas to the high school for every sport. It was college. Like the high school got sponsored by Adidas. This was before that wasn't
Hearing
happening.
hearing 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 a middle school / high school player have this type of status and treatment, like looking at players now, like that really shows like Braun. That was like
It's levels to like Bron is the only player, bro, in life, in the game of basketball life, that has been asked to be the greatest player ever since the moment people knew his name. Not Magic, not Bird, not Jordan, not Wilt.
he actually ended up doing it too. That remind me of when you was talking about how Kalina got the whole school
Yes,
that endorsement deal.
yes. This is how I'll tell you how powerful it was in that perspective, right? Special K was Nike, Team Tarasi, blah, 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 blah. She changed over to Adidas, changed the whole school, the whole everything. LeBron started that though. Like LeBron was the first person to do stuff like on that. That's why I say when he left and how he did it was just like, bro, what? And you gonna do it in front of the kids? We would have rather you just announced it in Miami. Or just announce it in Miami. Do a video on Instagram or do a
Yeah,
private interview at your crib or whatever you want to do.
yeah,
But to
doing it in a public place in Cleveland. Yeah, yeah.
doing it in a public boys and girls club. And then you turned the boys and girls club into like a half boys and girls club, half social hour.
Yeah.
And
Definitely
then
went
put
about
this
it a
on
little bit bad.
ESPN for 2 hours. Bro, people in Cleveland people in the state of Ohio had to watch 2 hours of LeBron say nothing. He didn't say, like, if you recall the
just to
decision,
get that ending.
he didn't say nothing impactful of anyone's life came from listening to the decision. Besides him
Which
saying,
was sick because from a journalistic perspective, it was nasty the way they went about it. Like Bron set up the whole joint. He had Jim Gray interview him, bro.
"Thank
He
you,
had Jim Gray interview him. Like you niggas, and this is at the time. Stuart Scott, Will Bond, all them
Stephen
was on
A."
ESPN. Stephen A.
Like
And
you
he
got
chose and he
Stephen
chose
A. still
him.
got the fro. Stephen A. still had a fro. Nigga,
the
he went
fro, like,
Jim.
bro, he could have
He
picked
went
Skip
Jim
Bayless if he
Gray,
wanted
bro.
to. Like he could have picked
He went.
Skip Bayless. Like he could have picked
He,
anybody, bro.
He
And
went
bro
he
had
went
Jim
Jim
Gray.
Gray for 2 hours or nothing because he knew Jim Gray was gonna throw him lobs the whole night. That was
Like I'm
nasty.
talking
It was
about,
nasty from a business perspective, even nastier from a journalistic perspective. When you talk about the ethics of business and journalism in general, what ESPN did, ESPN, that was the night that you want to talk about people hating ESPN. The night that they did the decision was the night ESPN sold they sold. I I promise you. That was the night. Because
like,
that was the first time. That was the first time. And the reason I'm saying it is because that was the first time anybody had ever seen ESPN give up their rights to something. Like you've never seen that before. You've never seen ESPN literally say, "We have no control. It's in your hands." Which goes back to who LeBron is as a person, as an athlete, the pull that he has, all of businessman, all of it.
He had
LeBron's
that power since
team,
he was like 15, 16.
exactly. LeBron's team
tell you,
that
bro.
night was able to say, ESPN, I'm doing this on your channel. I could have did it on Fox. I could have did it anywhere. I'm doing this on your channel, but I'm doing it with my people.
Yeah.
It's the reason that the interview that the decision took place in Connecticut. He said, I'll bring it to y'all. We'll do it in Connecticut, but I'm doing it with my people.
Out of
Nah,
both.
the more and more you think about it, it do get crazy. We see how inflation and how you make more money now, and we see how much money like the best players in the country at whether you're getting paid in high school now or rather you're like you see what he did to Bouncers and just made with NIL and everything, and then go back over 30 years and see 30 years ago how much a player was probably making under the table, a couple of thousand, from their team or whatever. And then see what LeBron was offered for, and then see what LeBron was offered for a shoe deal at 17.
I'm just saying, but that's why the city was hurt, and just the state as a whole was hurt because of how it went about it, and like everything that came. Like he was everywhere, bro. Like there's never been anyone like, bro.
Didn't he say he turned down like a $30 million contract for or what with like Reebok or something when he was
Bro,
like
he turned down
17.
a deal from Reebok. He turned down a deal from Adidas, who was already sponsoring, bro. He turned down a
Imagine
deal.
having imagine expecting yourself to make so much money where you turn down a $30 million shoe deal.
Bro, they gave him a three. Was it 3 for 3 years for 30?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 10 a year at whatever. Adidas
I
Adidas
want to know who had Nike threw him that offer that was it just shook up.
the
Nobody
same
could beat it.
it's probably the same person had.
Seven Reebok offered James. He signed a 7-year, $87 million deal with Nike. Reebok reportedly offered 115, while Adidas offered less than 60. A little over a decade later, he signs with Nike. He re-signs with Nike in 2015 for a Billy.
Also, that happened in 2015.
The Billy was in 2015.
Lifetime, but
The
Lifetime.
original joint was in five or oh
Yeah,
four or
yeah.
yeah, oh
Oh
four.
So
three,
it's a
oh three.
lifetime. It's a lifetime with Nike, right?
Yeah.
Now it is. He had to sign another one after the what you call it joint.
Shit, that lifetime for a Billy shit. That might need to
They
be
just built, bro.
renegotiated.
Have you ever been? Have you been to the campus?
Where?
Nike's campus?
No, I
I still
want to
ain't.
go. I want to go. Isn't it in Oregon?
Kobe, you been?
Mm-mm.
Isn't it
Bro,
in Oregon?
Yes, bro. He has his
I want
own.
to go.
He has his own building.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
His own building, own logo on the campus. Like, he has his own building. Like it's
He's
over.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't nobody beat that. But
Like when I say he did, like, bro, different, bro. Like, we talk about his greatest of all time hooper and stuff, bro. We gotta stop, bro. They made a mantra before his first game. Oh, he's great like Magic, great like Bird, great
I
like
wonder how
Mike.
much them tickets was his debut game.
Like, no player had ever been taught. Like, he's been asked to be the greatest since like started hooping,
Yeah,
basically.
I'm not even hearing. I'm not even hearing the basketball thing. He's the greatest athlete ever to me. I ain't even hearing
I'm
it.
just talking about from a media perspective. Forget who. Like, bro, all these other guys got put in a great conversation because of what they eventually accomplished. He was put in the greatest conversation before he accomplished anything. Bro went 3 out of 4 state titles and became a national champion. They say he got to be the greatest.
Yeah,
What?
but hey,
And then he
shout out,
lost
bro. Shout out,
to
hey, shout out, Bron.
Shout out to bro.
no, Bron different. Bron different.
Appreciate you, gang.
He said, appreciate
Um,
it, man.
that'll
Nah, really.
do it, man. 3:40 in the morning, man. We got good work in 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Bron don't stop.
We actually had crazy viewership on this joint. I'm not gonna lie.
For
Like,
real?
yeah. Shout out to the people that pulled up.
Hey,
Like, we literally have
fuck with
5
that.
viewers on here. We got a good 5 on here right now, which like don't sound like a lot, but at 3:40 in the
Fucking with
morning,
it. They fucking with the
yeah,
league,
like
man.
at 3:40 in the morning, like that's tough. Like, and we still growing, bro. We like under 100 subs, so to have 5
Under
viewers at 3:40,
by like
yeah,
5.
yeah. So to have 5 viewers at 3:40 in the morning is
For
tough,
how long though? How long what month is this for us?
huh?
What month
Yeah,
is
I don't know.
this?
That's a good question. How many months have I been here?
We've been October, November, December.
But I got here like right before Christmas.
When was the official kickoff?
Month 7.
Month 7 from
But
when?
honestly,
First
yeah,
episode?
because we started in September, so the first full month would have been October.
Yeah.
But honestly, we probably loafed through a lot of it. Honestly, we probably didn't even go like we didn't even go as hard for real through the most of it. We
Yeah, I'm
probably
just
could
saying, like,
have.
since we all kicked off, like,
Yeah,
5 subs.
September.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was looking 5 subs away from 100.
Yeah,
Y'all was normally only having like 3 streams in an entire month.
yeah. We
So
was
yeah, y'all was loafing.
we was local.
hmm,
Nonetheless, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're
bro,
crazy.
Syracuse is a tough
Nonetheless,
place to work, bro.
huh?
Syracuse is a tough place to work at, bro.
Yes. Um. Nonetheless, hopefully, if everybody do what they supposed to do, if we get this drain out how we supposed to, hopefully, we get over 100 draft night. Hopefully, we get over 100 on draft night. If we push it how
5.
we should.
Now,
5 ain't nothing. If everybody get one more person to subscribe, we'll be over it.
I got a suggestion when we get off.
All right, bet. We'll talk about it offline. Anyways, appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell their mama, share with a friend, man. Share with your family, share with everybody. Trying to get over 100 subscribers, keep building. Trying to get an Instagram page, jumping, all of that good stuff. Discord. We got to do a better job getting in there too. But
gotta keep saying it until you're so
yeah,
good.
yeah, gotta keep telling myself, bro. I'll be bluffing on that. I'm gonna start getting right though. Anyways, shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to everybody that watched this late. It's 3:45 in the morning. We out of here, man. Almost.